Well, hello, and good morning. Happy Sunday, Monday evening, Sunday night, Monday afternoon, good morning, what have you, to round 5 St. Louis A Layout 2022 here with the FDE Pro Am event. This is qualifications today, so we're going to be building our top 32 bracket. Welcome in, everyone. Let's take a look at the track showcase we have here. This is the track we'll be running today. This is St. Louis. What up, Johnny Wolves Private? Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. Good to see you, Knockout Elf Wolf Bear. Good to see you. This is St. Louis A Layout 2022 we'll be running today. We'll take a look at the keys to victory, what the judges will be looking at, because there are a couple tricky points on this course. A lot of drivers are saying, the community, this is one of the toughest courses. I'd say the toughest course on the schedule this season. St. Louis round 5. Then we have, of course, the final round of the season, round 6, coming up right after this. So it's a crucial round for points. It's a crucial jump zone with a lot of people choosing to refrain from the course today. A lot of people jumping in to get those points. So we're going to see what happens today. Building our top 32 bracket, like I said, crossing the line there at the end of the judge section. We're going to jump over to our keys to victory. Take a look at what we're looking at, what the judges will be looking for today on the course. Smooth and snappy transitions. Consistent angle on OZ1. You have plenty of speed, plenty of initiation time. We want to see consistency and depth. Set up your car up properly for OZ2. Absolutely. You're going into the decel zone, grabbing OZ2. So you got to be careful in there. You got to make a smooth and snappy transition. Place your car online in OZ2 and ride it through. Respect the decel zones. Watch out. Chase cars. You need to, be snappy on the brakes. Remember where those decel zones are. Keep that in your head. Make sure these drivers are, hopefully they're watching for that and staying ready for that. And then, of course, fill OZ3 and 4 completely. We want to see the drivers getting deep in those zones, filling them out, getting those points, and moving on into the next, or at least securing their spot, because this is qualifications today. I'm getting ahead of myself. This is qualifications today. Let me get a few things going here. Give me just a moment while we prep. Trying to get one and only... Okay, getting everybody ready for our first qualification round. Take a look at our seasonal rankings. We're going to get the chat up. Doing all the things that we do behind the scenes. All right, all right. Welcome in, Red Eyes. It's very good to see you. Very good to see you. We'll be switching over to the game screen once, of course, we get into the blueprint. Need to switch cars real quick. Move this out of the way here. Welcome in. Thank you, Red Eyes. Welcome in, everybody. FDE Pro Am Round 5 St. Louis A Layout 2022 qualifications today. Our top 32 will be built. Here is our current season rankings. We have AOM Gambit sitting at the top with 354 points. Hot Like Soup right behind him with 350, just 4 points below. Tessie Tim bringing it up in third place with 265, a 100-point gap, which Tim could potentially make up here today at round 5. A lot can happen. A lot can happen today. What up? How you doing, brother? How you doing? Welcome in. Welcome in. Keeping an eye on everything. All right, track showcase. Let's take a look at St. Louis. The A layout 2022. A tough layout. What would you say? What's the word? What's the word? I guess not tactical. Technical. Technical is the word we were looking for. A technical layout today. All right, it looks like all of our judges have joined us. Big shout out to Mr. Shredder running in the background. We got Shoot in there today, and I believe Dimmy, correct me if I'm wrong, judges, let me know. I believe Dimmy, or not, I'm sorry, not Dimmy, is it... Hold on, let me check my judges here. I know that Region is a bit busy. They'll tell us in a second. We have a third judge joining us today. Jamdoll, I believe it's Jamdoll, actually. We'll find out in just a moment. What up, Matt? Good to see you, brother. How's the course treating you, my man? Bringing home some podiums, my G. Good to see you. Good to see you. We're taking a look at the track showcase today. This is St. Louis A Layout 2022. What we'll be running today. We're getting prepped up for our first convoy to jump into our qualifications. When my split, I think I talked to you like right when you were prepping for that. So congratulations, man. Congratulations. Good to see you, brother. Thank you for coming in. Appreciate you stopping by. Thank you, everyone. Jump into one of our promos. I think this one was supplied either, I believe, 9K Media. It could have been Play Pro, of course, from our staff team, from our media team. We're going to have one commentator today, just myself. B-Rye may be joining us later. So during the runs, I am going to probably quiet down and focus more on the camera today. We have a really exciting thing to show you guys today. We've got something for the camera angles that is going to blow everyone away. It's really going to look amazing today on the course. No, that's all right. Dirty Knee. No, thank you for being here, dude. Like I said, the viewing is going to be great today. If you have time to watch, or you can leave it up for a lurk. We've got something new, something revolutionary for these blueprints. It's really going to change the way we're competing in them. The angles it's going to afford the judges and you as the viewers is incredible. Dare I say, near drone-like angles in the blueprints today. So stay tuned. All right, here we go, getting set up. We'll be in here in just a moment. That is okay, Steel. I love you, baby. It's okay. I love ya. I know you're at work. You're a hard-working man. We respect it. We love it. You've been running. You've been helping guys get ready. You've been out on the course. He's a hard-working man and a fantastic drifter. Mwah! All right, we're getting launched. We're getting ready, guys. Give us just a moment. Give us, 2-3 minutes. We're launching into the blueprint now, and we'll be ready to go here in just a minute to launch our first qualifying sessions. See who we got in here to start building that top 32 bracket for next week. We also have Street Masters Grassroots happening next week on Saturday. Of course, Pro Am top 32 for St. Louis of this competition will be happening Sunday. So it's back-to-back next week. Back-to-back next week. This is the course you're seeing on the screen that we'll be working with today. About to load up in here. You guys will get to see me for the first time today. Yay. Yay. No, I'm excited to see it, man. It's a crazy course. We're going to see some gnarly entries. We're going to see some gnarly finishes. We're going to see some close battles here. Keep me informed, guys. If volumes are off or weird on any one of these scenes, definitely give me a shout. If anything's not looking right, give me a shout. Nothing wrong with a little feedback. We do have feedback channels and Discord links all down in the description if you guys are interested in competing, getting to know any more information you'd want to find out on this. My own and the FDE information is all down below in the description. Shout out to our sponsors, 9K Media, for all the graphics and media help and everything they're doing as a sponsor, and Tattoo Aftercare. It's fantastic. I use it myself. FDA approved. Wonderful stuff. There's a discount code down in the description if you want to check that out. 10% off using the code NOVA10. Drifters are tatted. It's quite cool. It's a good sponsor. Drifters are tatted. Taking quite a while to load us into the race here. Give us just a moment. Relying on the Forza servers being our friends today, and that's what we're looking for. We're looking for good communication and good friendship, good teamwork between us and the Forza servers today. Man, that skyline looking good out on the course. Looks like we're going to be loading up in just a moment. We'll get the drivers on course. We'll get switched over for you all to see. We're going to be starting it up here in just a minute or two. Finally. Oh. If you've played the game, you know what these blueprint load-ins are like. Dear Lord. All right, give follow car just a moment. Oh, wonderful. Absolutely, Steel. Hello, Danny. Thank you for popping in, Danny. Shout out to Randall if you're lurking. I love you, brother. The Basements have joined us. We're actually just about to start up. Actually, perfect timing, Danny. Just about to start up qualifying. We're loading into the pre-setup course we're running today, which is St. Louis A Layout 2022 FDE crafted. I don't want to say because I'm not 100% sure. We have an architecture team consisting of quite a few, including D-Rock, Shredded, Dak himself, a few other architects. I can't say who made this one. DD, Destiny Daryl in the house. What's up, Jan? Good to see you. All right, like I said, we're in. Now I'm driving. So if you're a Forza person, I got about 30 seconds and we'll be good. Let those drivers all get up there and get set up. Don't want to hit anybody. Keep your liveries, paint jobs, vinyls, wraps, what have you. Keep them clean. Jake the Snake in the house, dropping the fashion emote. I love you, baby. Good to see you, Private. Thanks for watching out, keeping an eye in the background. I know this ain't even your jam, so thank you a lot, Private. Alrighty, give me just a few moments. Like I said, we're getting set up, pulling up into the course. The drivers are getting lined up, grabbing their spots in the parking lot. See who we have up on the line first today. We'll make sure to take a look at the bottom left of your screen when we switch over scenes. You'll be able to see who's on the line, what their score is after the run. Something very new, something very fun today we're going to be working with. I'm excited to show you all. All right, just a couple moments on startup as we're getting set. Switching over to our main scene. Let's double check everything. Forza up, ready to go. We're looking good except my camera. Activate. Well, hello everyone. Welcome into FDE Pro Am Round 5 St. Louis. This is the A layout from 2022. It looks like we've got is it Pulse? Pulse is on the line in a Mark 5. Looking fantastic. Getting ready to send him off for the first qualifying run of the day. If y'all are ready, I'm ready. Pulse is shooting flames. Let's do it. That's all good. You can launch, brother. Looks like he's creeping out. We're going to rerun that. No worries. That's all me. I gotcha. We'll rerun that. Here we go. First run of the day. Qualifications. Can Pulse hear me? Double checking the judging chat. Give me a moment. Don't know if Pulse could hear me. Judges may not be ready. Oh, he jumped. New road to farm. Let me check judges chat. There it is. We hear it. There's the launch control. That's what I should have been waiting for. Here we go. Initiation into outside zone 1. Keeping one tire in at all times. Getting a little weird with it, but keeping a tire in. Diving deep into outside zone 2. Curving around for outside zone 3. Here comes the transition, the decel zone into outside zone 4. All the way around to the line. And Pulse laying down our first qualifying run of the day. Sorry about the mishaps there at the start, Pulse, but a beautiful, clean run to start off the qualies today. Keep your eye on the bottom left to see our updated score down there. Pay no mind to the follow car doing weird stuff today. What do you guys think about this angle, though? What do you think about this angle? I mean, the view we're getting on the car today, big shout out to Powerhouse for making this happen. We appreciate it, Powerhouse. We got you guys represented. Thank you so very much. The angle we're able to get today on these runs is going to be insane, and same for the top 32 next week. Let's see what we've got in the bottom left-hand corner there for Pulse. See what kind of score we're taking home. First run of the qualies. That's a lot of pressure, Pulse. So I appreciate you getting out there, laying down something smooth for us all to enjoy, putting on a great show. A beautiful car. Wonderful, man. Great way to kick things off. Thank you, Bread. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. All right, judges are laying down the score. We'll see that updating here in just a moment. I want to try to stay out of blueprint so we don't get the weirdness with the screens. Forever Reese is up on the line, and a 78, a high 70 score, dropping it in the 78. Very respectable. Very nice run to start the stream off, Pulse. We love to see it. We're going to see that name change. As soon as we do, we'll be sending Forever Reese off, and there it is. There's that name change. Give the judges just a moment to get in position, and we're going to send him off. Here we go. Forever Reese off, and it looks like, here we go, big speed coming into outside zone 1. There it is, keeping both tires in. Fighting for a little bit more angle, dropping into outside zone 2 as we follow outside zone 2 around into OZ3. Catching quite a bit of it into the decel zone for OZ4. Following it nice and smooth and deep across the line. Looking fantastic. OZ4 really shining for you, Forever Reese. I believe it's pronounced Forever Reese. Taking a beautiful qualifying run, completing on the first run. Like I said, OZ4 looked magnificent, my friend. Fantastic run, beautiful. That's what we're out here to see. Thank you, gentlemen. We've got Pulse already dropping a score, Reese already dropping a score. These guys mean business. This is round 5. We're almost to the end of the season. There's one more round after this. We've got the top 32 next week, and then one more round to finish up the Pro Am. And then we'll be seeing our first Pro Series licenses being handed out, and those drivers who've really pushed it that season, either with wins, with qualifying scores, with just overall potential in placing and battling. Looks like we got Chasing Doors coming up next, waiting for a score for Forever Reese down in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen. If you're just joining us, my name's Cosnova. This is Forza Drift Events Pro Am Season 3, Round 5. We're competing today at St. Louis. We're waiting for a qualification score for Forever Reese. That was our second run of the day. We'll have Chasing Doors up, our third run of the day. here in just a moment. Thank you, Bren, for the information. An 83.5, very respectable, breaking that first score to break the 80 barrier. I mean, obviously the second run of the day, but still the first score to break the 80 barrier, up into 83.5, very respectable forever. We got Chasing Doors on the line in that RX-7. It's good to see it again. I have this car tattooed on my thigh. Let's get it going. Chasing Doors is on the line. Let's get him sent. And we're off. Look at these angles. Big shout out to Powerhouse for providing us with the opportunity to be able to see the car in these angles today. Not something we usually have access to in these blueprints, but due to some of their work and effort and providing us with it, we are able to follow this car from this huge upward angle, able to see the depth of the zones. Look at Chasing Doors, dropping some tires there, but that is okay across the line. And, you know, I'm not a judge, but it looked like they were in control across the line there. They did seem to hook just a bit right there at the end, but we'll see how the judges rule that. Even if it is ruled as a DNF, Chasing Doors will have a second run. That was delicious, my friend. Deep in all the zones. Very, very good speed consistency throughout it. Love the angle. Hopefully that places a score, Doors. If not, get out there and do it again. Get out there and do it again. Just keep it tight in OZ4. I don't think that's going to pull too much. We'll see what it looks like. It is going to be ruled a DNF. I was going to say, he did drop pretty heavy out there in OZ4, and I don't even know if that's what it was. But Chasing Doors will get a second run. Look fantastic. Can't wait to see you out there on that second run, brother. Bring the heat for us. We got Digital Threat up on the line here in just a minute. Someone we've seen at a few rounds. Now it's good to see you back out here, Threat. Can't wait to see what you got for us at qualifying at St. Louis. It's a tough course. I love to see what the drivers are bringing us today. Qualifying's great. They got the course to themselves. They get to get out there and lay it down. Opinions about the time zone. I understand that, man. I understand that entirely. We've got Digital Threat up on the line, and we're trying to find that happy medium between everybody. It's rough for my UK people. Thanks for being up late with us today. All right, Threat's on the line. Think I hear that launch control. Let's get it. And we're off. Entering. There's initiation into OZ1. Getting real deep with it, leaving OZ1. Transitioning into outside zone 2 here. Nice carve. Listen to it. All the way through OZ3. Looking good, looking good. Transitioning, getting deep, but not too deep. Ooh, getting real shallow right there at the end. Almost, but I think they made it across the line. We'll see what the judges call on that. It got right there in that last second. I know y'all saw that right there in that last second. But other than that, looking fantastic. Kept it in the zone, kept it on the course. Looking great, Digital Threat. Good speed consistency too. I wouldn't even. That was kind of aggressive in the speed. I liked it. It was like, you heard it. You know what I'm saying? Looking good, looking good. All right, looking for a score in the bottom left-hand corner. Forza Drift Event Qualifications. Basement Husband here. I love you, brother. Thanks for the lurk. Thanks for the love. What's up, Rob? Good to see you. Good to see you. Welcome, welcome, man. Doing the Forza Drift events. This is the drifting event, the esports that I've been talking about all week on the TikTok stream. Forza Drift Events Round 5. Digital Threat just throwing down their qualification run, seeing what kind of score we're going to see down there below their name in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen today. What are we going to end up with? I am very curious. Very curious, boy. Because that last little bit, I don't know, were they across the line? It is. Oh, and look at that. Wonderful. High score right above that mid-80 range, 86. A comfortable place to be in for Digital Threat right now, looking to get into that top 32. Solid run. Solid run, my friend. All right, looks like we got Kill All Tires, my boy. My boy, Kill All Tires, back up on the line. My man's been out here at FDE supporting the season, supporting everything we're doing. We love to see it, my friend. He's on the line. Looks like he's ready to go. Let's send him. All right, leaving the chicane. There's our initiation zone, outside zone 1 deep. Angle, getting it deeper and deeper as we get through it. Kill All Tires ending into OZ2. Taking that outside route, traveling all the way on the outside into OZ3, trying to keep it from that tire drop. Nice angle before the transition into OZ3. all the way along the outside. A beautiful, beautiful run. Everybody looking sharp out here today, making St. Louis look like a walk in the park. You guys look great. You guys look great. I'm not even kidding you. Game sound, gotcha, Matt. Let me get that fixed up for you guys. I think it's just a little bit too low. Come over here, game audio. Bam! There we go, there we go. Don't want it to overpower me. Oh, Discord needs, maybe we'll just mute that for now. No, we need it on for when the homies come in. Don't know why I'm getting an overlay with Discord. Waiting for a score down in the bottom left. Don't mind me, whatever I'm doing. Just focus on the bottom left, looking at Kill All Tire score for that. Properties, chat, that's good. Okay, it should be fine. You got it. 87, our highest score on the course today. Almost breaking that 90 barrier. High 80s, Kill All Tires looking very, very good. Laying down that 87, my brother. Very comfortable place to be in for the top 32. Very comfortable place to be in. Play Pro attending, my boy, my man, the myth, the legend, Play Pro. Part of the FDE staff team, content creation team, media team. Brought us a lot of the promos we used. Oh, man. Thank you so much for being here, Play Pro. Can't wait to see you on the course today, brother. Look at that. Look at that. D2DA, repping the team, repping the homies. Royal, welcome in. Welcome in. All right, Play Pro is on the line. Let them get comfortable. Let them get set up. Oh, I hear it. I think I hear it. I think I hear it. Here we go. And we're off. Here we go into initiation. Nice speed, nice flick initiation into OZ1. There it is, deep angle before the transition into OZ2. Choosing to ride it on the outside there all the way up through OZ3. Maybe dipping a little tire, getting a little bit shallow. Big flick into OZ4. Oh, a lot of angle, but choosing to carrying it across the line. I like it, I like it. Almost lost it, but said no, stomped the gas, and rode that drift out across the line. I like it. I like it. It's going to be a scoreable run, potentially. I don't want to say for sure. We'll see. They might DNF that, and then Play Pro will come back in for the second run, because drivers do have access to a second qualification run if and only if the first run is a DNF, a did not finish, and that's what that stands for those joining us who don't know much about drifting today. I'll go over the acronyms. DNF means did not finish. If for some reason the car spun out, straightened out, left drift, contacted a wall, contacted another car, you can end up with a DNF, a did not finish. What's going on, kid? Or Sid, what's up, baby? Mustachio. That's Mustachio, right? How are you? We're waiting for a score for Play Pro down in the bottom left. See what that's going to show us today. Forza Drift Events, Pro Am, Round 5, St. Louis, A Layout, 2022, Illinois, as Brent has told us. Thank you all for coming out today. Next weekend will be the top 32. Next weekend will be the big comp. So this weekend, where basically the drivers are scoring, and those scores are going to be used to build the bracket for the competition next week, if that makes sense. Support my boys in S2SA. I see you, I see you. And you are all over the place. I love the posting. I love it. Keep tagging me. I check everything out. It's good to see you. S2SA representing today. We got Play Pro with an 84. I like it. These drivers are not playing around. Very solid scores today. Well done, Play Pro. Tipping my hat to you. Chase is up on the line in a very recognizable car. We do have the Spec R on the field for the first time today. I love it. I love it. Mustache is here. 84. All right, Chase is on the line. Chase is ready to go. Our next qualifier's up. Let's send him. Here we go. Chase is hungry for it. Look at that speed. What a launch out of the chicane. Little flick initiation into OZ1. Oh, did the second. Oh, a little touch up on it. Transitioning here. We'll see what Chase wants to do with this. They might end up calling the run. They might end up pushing for a finish. Very nicely through OZ3, OZ3, good speed into OZ4 and across the line. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know if the judges are going to call it as a did not finish, as a DNF, or are they going to score the run? We'll see what ends up happening here. Surdy, what up? What up? I wonder if there's any possibility I could get in on the action because I love drifting. Royal, you can. So, not this round, but round 6 coming up. Jump down into the Discord. If you want to come over to YouTube, Royal, that's where everybody's at. I'm dual streaming. I'm live over on YouTube today. Oh, that was a DNF. It clicked over quickly. I believe we had a DNF on that score. So what that means is Chase is going to get a second run here in a little bit. Then speaking to you again, Royal, if somebody on Twitch wants to drop the YouTube link, exclamation point YouTube for me, and just send that, that'll bring up the YouTube link. You guys can come over. That's where the majority of us are watching today. And once you get here, the Discord link, everything is in the description of the YouTube live stream. If you want to join the Discord and get involved, jump in, Royal. We'd love to have you. We'd love to have you for round 6 coming up soon. We got Reap Drips on the line. We're about to send our next, oh, it's the full word, YouTube. Sorry. Thank you, Serty. I appreciate that. Reaps is on the line. Let's do it. Send him. And I'll help you out in a second, Royal. Here's the initiation into OZ1. Deep angle, going for that transition into OZ2, checking it up, making sure they're deep in there. I like it. Kind of shooting across, and this is the line I take myself into OZ3. There's that decel zone into OZ4. Very nice depth, keeping both tires in, and across the line. Very nice run. Technically, very technical, very by the book, very standard. I like it. Very well done. Reed drifts. I was practicing with him last night. A gentleman and a drifter. Good to see you again, Reeves. Well done, my friend. Well done. Can't wait to see a score on that. Check the bottom left. We'll see that score updating in the box below. Thank you, thank you. If you guys want to click that link, come over to the YouTube, chat with everybody. We're all over here supporting. And like I said, all the links are over here, Royal. If you want to jump into the Discord and get involved, you want to jump in, man. We got teams, we got builds. FDE as itself is just an organization that runs a comp. But within it are many different drift teams, many different communities you can learn from, hang with, grow with, chill with. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. Waiting for a score for Reap. Like I said, I really like the runs. 87, tying for our top qualifier today. Reap putting it down. That's what I'm saying. Textbook on St. Louis. Tying for our top qualifier today in 87. We may have a couple drivers left in our first heat. We're going to be popping out to gather more because you can only bring 12 into the lobby on the blueprints. But we may be popping out to grab a couple more, or we have a couple left. I can't remember how many we've done at this point. We have Gutter. We have WK Gutter up. A homie, a brother. It's good to see you, Gutter. All right, we'll have him up on the line in just a moment. These qualifying runs look great. Everybody's looking great on St. Louis. I cannot wait to see the battles next weekend. Make sure to stay tuned next Sunday where we're running the battles, the 1v1s. Today is just qualifying, but it's nice to see these drivers out here. It's nice to see the support from everybody tuning in. I appreciate y'all being here. We'll see who we have. Oh, it's Gutter. We're waiting for Gutter to hit the line. We've got the update on the information down below. Gutter may have been kicked from the convoy, so we may be pulling out. We'll find out in just a minute. I got my eye on Judges chat. I'm keeping an eye on the background conversation as well as the foreground conversation as well as the runs. But everybody else works. I work really hard day of. I do what I can in the background, but some of these guys are putting in work every single day on this series, and I appreciate and I love them. Shout out to the FDE staff. It looks like we are going to have the one and only Fish up. Gutter's not in for right now. We're going to be running him in just a little bit later. The one and only Fish. Good to see ya. My brother on the line. A serious competitor out here in FDE. Let's see what they've got for us today. And we're off. Through the chicane, no cones. Looking great, looking clean. There's initiation. OZ1 looking good with the speed. There's our transition through the decel zone into outside zone 2. Taking it on the outside, shooting across to OZ3. Maybe a little bit of tire drop potentially. Into OZ4 with a snappy transition. Oh my God. That was perfect. OZ4, textbook perfect. OZ4, one and only Fish, laying it down like we've kind of, I hate to say we expect it from you, Fish, but we kind of do. I mean, you drive like that and people start to expect it from you. Well done, my friend. Well done. That could potentially rival one of our top qualifiers of the day. That's just one man's opinion. I'm just a commentator. I am no judge. But that was fire. That was fire. What are y'all thinking? What are y'all thinking? How'd that look? We need to get a few more logos added to that rotator. We need to get Powerhouse. We need to get the Powerhouse boys added to that logo rotator. I just realized. A couple others. Looking for a score in the bottom left here for the one and only Fish. We're seeing they're laying down for the qualifications, which will determine the top 32 bracket next week. What do we got? What do we got? Judges are going to take a second, obviously. The way this works is we judge based off line, style, and angle for qualifications. Line, style, and angle. So the judges are putting down 3 scores that all get averaged out. We see what we got. We see what we got. It's quite a lot, actually. It is quite a lot. Shout out to the boys, the judges, the FDE staff. I love them. They're doing all the work today. Big shout out to Choot, too. If you guys haven't, check him out. He's a streamer. He's judging for us today, but also makes Forza content, which we always need. We need more homies making this content. It's a lot of effort, but I appreciate you pushing the vanguard. Choot is out here streaming on Twitch all the time. Make sure to check him out. We'll get a shout out for him here in just a minute. Choot, feel free to jump in there. I need to get your mod status so you can drop the links. Waiting for a score here for the one and only Fish. S2SA in the building. What up, Jamie? How you doing? S2SA, mad support in the chat today. I love to see it. 88.5, highest qualifier of the day. One and only Fish, almost breaking that 90 barrier. Very comfortable position to be in. The high 80s, 88.5 on the qualifier today. Very nicely done, Fish. Very nicely done, my friend. We got Chasing Doors back up for the second shot at that run. They had a DNF, so now, you know, Chasing Doors, a very accomplished, very stable driver, but it is the second run. Now is the time to make it happen. Now is the time to lay down a score. Let's see what we got here for the homie. And we are off. Through the chicane clean. Good speed. There's our initiation cones into OZ1. Chasing Doors keeping it light, but very light with angle, but deep in the zone. Transitioning. Oh, no. It looks like we might have seen the engine kill there, but they were continuing to slide. We'll see how the judges call it. OZ3. Big angle into the transition for OZ4. Ooh, over the line just a bit with one tire and then crossing the line. We'll see. We'll see. That might be a scoreable run. We'll see what happens with that. How you doing, Jamie? Good to see you. Good to see you. Love the support. Forza Drifts. Good to see you. Thanks for being here and for every single one that I've seen you at. Thank you all for the support and the attendance, because in the first season of this thing, it matters so very much. The support during the first season is going to determine how far we can take this thing, how long we can take this thing, how big it can get. So thank you all so much for being here. Waiting for a score down there in the bottom left on Chasing Doors. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if we're going to see, I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it was just an e-brake and we saw a break in tire smoke. I'm not sure. That's up to the judges to call. GM fluid, not necessarily, because you have to do the inspections, but check it out. This is qualifying for the event next week, and then we got round 6 in like 3 or 4 weeks. So if you want, jump down in the description, join the Discord, get studied up, check out our specs, read the handbook, and then submit for round 6, bro. Get in there. I'd love to see it. I'd love to see it. Maybe just enjoy this one, check it out, see how it all works, get familiar with our rules and whatnot. Several lobbies. Several. Waiting for a score here. Lots of competitions, too. Next weekend, we have Grassroots Pro Am, Grassroots Street Masters being hosted here on my channel. Shout out to our boys over at Street Masters and the EDM family. We love them very much. Initial, Virtual, Oven, everybody over there. I know they have a big squad. Everybody making it work over there. Love them boys. So we got that Saturday, and then we have this competition, the Top 32 Pro Am at St. Louis for us next Sunday. So Saturday and Sunday, jam-packed drifting weekend. Make sure to be there. 2 streams. Waiting for a score on Chasing Doors. It looks like the judges are deliberating a little bit. I am familiar with the rules. I used to join your streams and drift with you quite often. But these are different, right? There's new rules to these fluid. We have a whole handbook with specific things you have to, you'd want to take a look at the handbook, because I don't want you to go through the trouble of submitting and then go, okay, this car you don't have the right tire. You know what I mean? So take a look at the handbook, see if you have a car that fits everything, if you're ready to go. I mean, hit up Shred It, see if he can take you at this point. We've already started qualifying, so it's pretty late. I don't know if he'll be able to fold you into the mix, but you're welcome to join the Discord and ask. Nothing wrong with asking. I'm on the front end, a 70.5. So Chasing Doors, thankfully, is going to be able to lay down that qualifying score. That's what I like to see. We did see a few mistakes. We saw some tire drop. We saw that kind of crazy moment coming out of OZ2, but still laying down the qualifying score, which is great. Hopefully that's going to be enough to take Chasing Doors into the top 32, because it's a great driver. I hope they're feeling all right. I hope everything's going okay with them today. He's a fantastic driver. But, you know, as we know, St. Louis is a tough course. Chase is up for their second run as well. Chase has really got to make it happen here, just like the homie. It's that second run. Really got to put down a score. Let's see what we got here, Chase. 3 judges, though. We have Choot, Shred It. Big shout out to Choot, another streamer of the Forza content. Getting in there, OZ1, leaving a little bit early, but with a lot of style. Swinging it wide into OZ2. Fast and snappy. I like it. Look at the speed and the power in this Spec R. All the way through OZ3. There's the decel into transition. Dropping the tires in. Keeping that, oh, there it is, at the end of it, getting that second tire in. One tire, it looked like was in the whole time, and then finally getting that second one in. Chase definitely laying down a scoreable run here today for us, and I think that's going to be the end of our first heat. We have 3 judges. Sorry, I'm trying to remember everyone's name. I believe we have, for judges, Jamdal, Chew. Jamdal is one judge today. Thank you very much for being here. Love you. Shred It and Chew, as I said, who's another streamer of the Forza content. Waiting for a score down in the bottom left for Chase for qualifying today. We'll see what we got. We'll see what we got. Yeah, 3 judges. That's the way it works the best with drifting. At least the way it's kind of been laid out for quite some time with the official Forza Drifts. Forza Drift, Formula Drift, FDE. Let me take a look at judges chat. We might be cleaning out the lobby. Of course, we're going to be seeing a score for Chasing Doors first, and then we'll be cleaning out the lobby. Yes, YSS in the building. Hey, we love to see it. They have been out supporting and loving it. Why so serious? Love to see it. Rocking this whole season. All right. Shredded is popped out. Waiting for a score for Chase. And then we'll pop out as well. We're going to be getting ready for our second heat, bringing in 8 more drivers. I think 8 more, 9 more drivers. Why so serious in the building? Fish putting down a beautiful run today, my man. I believe it was top qualifier, right? 88.5. Looking fantastic. Waiting for Chase's update, and then we'll be popping out. $81.5, a comfortable position to be in. Chase had to lay down a score at that point and made it happen. Well done, my friend, locking themselves down in the 80s, hopefully solidifying them a spot in the top 32. All right, we're going to be popping out of this convoy, grabbing our next heat. So give me just a moment. We'll jump over into our track showcase as we do some behind-the-scenes stuff. Give me just a moment. Welcome in, everybody. Take a look at our track showcase today. Let me restart this so you can see it from the beginning here. Oh, that's the backing track. That's not what I meant to do. You know, stuff and things. Here we go. There's the beginning of that. Need to pop out, get our convoy going. Jumping in. Don't mind the man behind the curtain. Do not mind him. But welcome in, everybody. How we doing today? Now we can be a little social. Now we can talk. I got the chat up. The judges and Shred It themselves, the FDE staff, are going to be building the next convoy, getting us ready to launch the next heat for qualifying. How we doing? What's good with you? How's your weekends been? It's Sunday. We got a big drift weekend coming up next weekend. This weekend's kind of the mellow weekend. Y'all didn't hear nothing. Y'all didn't hear nothing. It's great to see the teams out here supporting, man. YSS, S2SA, D2DA, NVEDM, all the homies, HIDS, everybody. Team Rev, RLTC deserves a shout out. Full Lock, everybody, man. It's good to see everybody. Even Legion, man. Shout out to Legion. All right, now that we've taken a look at our track showcase, we're going to jump over to our keys to victory. So this is the specific things the judges will be watching out for. Hey, thank you, Fish. I really appreciate that, man. I really do. Thank you very much, man. And so does the staff. We see that shit, man. It means a lot to us. That's why we do it. If there's appreciation, we'll keep running it. You know what I'm saying? We'll keep doing it. Hell yeah, Jake. Duelist Kingdom 9 might be delayed because we have so much drifting next weekend. Duelist Kingdom 9 might be pushed out for 2 weeks, Jake. Just as a heads up, you might have an extra week to work on that. All right, now we're going to take a look at our seasonal rankings, see where the drivers sit for the seasonal championship points. So this is all the scoring over all the courses and rounds we've hit this season. We're building up that second convoy now, getting ready. It looks like AOM Gambit, our seasonal points leader right now, but hot like soup, close, hot on the chase there at 354 to 350, just 4 points below Gambit. Tessie Tim at 265. We like to see it bringing up that third place. Dreadsclaw, Quasi. A lot of these top 10 drivers could make a move here at St. Louis and pick up some points. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's all about, picking up championship points. What else? Let's take a look at our promo as we're getting set up. Just popping through some things. Getting that blueprint. What do you guys think about the camera angles today? The drifting looked good. I mean, the way we were able to, shout out to Powerhouse for the help with that. They've provided a method that's allowed us to get this amazing drone angle camera view that literally like no one else has. We've never seen this before. And I know it seems kind of casual, but I mean, try to replicate it. You can't. All thanks to Powerhouse. So appreciate those guys. Love those guys. Thank you for providing us with this because they definitely didn't have to. They definitely hooked us up big time with this, and they've improved the quality of the stream tenfold, in my opinion. And I love them for it. I appreciate that, Fish. I think so too. I think the judges are getting way better angles. We're getting way better angles. F on the camera truck. I know. Now I'm in the Taycan Turbo. F the camera truck. I know. Poor camera truck. Hey, I'll keep it forever. I don't know. Tell me, is the whole YSS roster out here? Do you guys have a comp roster specifically for comp? I know I always had a dream for Team Rev to have a comp roster, and it was kind of like it was hard to make it work, and it never ended up really getting solidified, but that's still a dream of mine, is having like a whole separate, like hard training every weekend, practices, and like a comp roster. And I think that's what FDE is going to provide the opportunity for some of these teams to really be able to do. Take it to that next level. You know what I mean? Take it to that esports seriousness. Yeah, we all have fun and we dick around, but this is the competitive side of it. The championship side of it. The athletic side of it. Decent car setup, but it's mandatory to send a clipper. Can I use screenshots for my submission? If you jump into the Discord, Royal, like I said, if you join us on YouTube and you jump into the Discord, all of that information will be in there. The handbook, all the sign-up instructions, everything is down in the Discord. I won't be able to deliver all that information piece by piece in the live stream. You'll have to take it amongst yourself to join. But if somebody on Mustache, would you mind dropping the YouTube link for Royal so they could come over to the YouTube and grab the Discord link and everything? It's explanation point YouTube, Mustache. Thank you. You're amazing. Heard they're recruiting. We are always recruiting staff members. If you're an architect, if you're a painter, if you're a judge, if you've been in this game, if you're a driver, you know what I'm saying? If you're good with social media, if you want to clip, you want to do animations, you want to work on videos, we need everybody. Staff applications are open in the Discord as well. Thank you so much for the shout. Appreciate that, cuz. Thank you, Mustache. I love you, bruh. Love you, bruh. Taking a look at our course today. There's initiation into the first outside zone. Building our second heat for qualifications today. Getting ready to launch here any minute. Word up, Choot, my baby. Feel free, Choot. You can't drop it as a link because I got to make you a mod. But feel free to like parentheses, put your Twitch link in for us. Choot in chat is judging for us today. My man's a Forza content creator. We love him. We appreciate him. We got to support the Forza content creators. You know what I'm saying? We got to keep this game booting. Keep that heartbeat alive. Thank you for doing what you do, Choot. Get it in there, brother. Get it in there for us so we can check you out. Everybody, feel free to leave for a couple minutes as long as you're going to follow Choot. That's fine with me. We need to get him over on YouTube. Even if you're dual streaming, but we need to get you on YouTube, my brother. Get some content laid down. Waiting to launch into our next lobby. Give us just a moment. The judges have to also gather the drivers. There's kind of a lot to be done here in the background in between these rounds. Appreciate you, buddy. Deal or no deal. What's up, baby? I didn't even see what you said. Definitely gonna have some competition with all those great runs. Put them. Absolutely, fire run, Reap. Fire run, and well said. I love the stoicism there. This is qualifications. That's right. We're at qualifications, and the top 32 is next week, Mustache. The top 32 is being decided today with qualification scores, and then the top 32 battles will take place next Sunday at the same time. It's St. Louis is out there, right? It's a tough one, Jigsaw. It's a tough one. Deal or no deal? Hurry up and decide. Ah! No deal. I'm scared. Appreciate you, Chew. Appreciate you, buddy. What you can see on your screen is our track showcase today, outlining all the zones, starting, ending, decel zones we're going to be looking at today. Idiot move. Is it? You always take the deal. Is that the key? Is that what we're learning today? You always take the deal. Don't leave. I love you. How could I not? Guys, I should have took the deal. Kirsty, how are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. Al Kirsty me, the ranch eating bingo queen, has joined us. The stream can now start. Is YouTube shadowing me? It looks like it might have been for a little bit. It looks like a couple people's messages might not be coming through. Pull the LZ flick and OZ2 and hope. And yeah, you gotta hope. You gotta hope that it's not too much though. That wall's there. You know what I mean? If the wall wasn't there, it'd be a different story. But the way the course is laid out back in 2022 with the A layout, the wall is there. And that LZ flick, hey, sometimes it works. We saw last night, it worked. More YSS drivers. Fantastic, bro. I want to see it. Rolling out the, what would you say, the junior class, the freshman class next season. Appreciate you, Jessica. Thank you for the love and the lurk. YouTube taking a note out of TT book. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. What's up, Lloyd? Good to see ya. Good to see ya, bro. We're getting ready to launch into our next heat of qualifying. You guys are joining us. Thank you for being here today. This is Forza Drift Events Pro Am Round 5 at the St. Louis 2022 A layout. Getting our qualifiers together for our top 32 next week. So this stream is all about those qualification scores. We're about to enter our second heat. Our highest score of the day, I do believe, belonging to Fish at 88.5. The one and only Fish. Shout out to him so far holding that top spot. Looks like we're getting ready to launch. All the drivers are joining the convoy. We're getting ready to go into our second heat. Give us 5 to 10 on this. These blueprints can take some time, but, you know, shout out to the Forza servers. Hopefully they got our back today. When is Nova competing? Hopefully soon, Kirsty, but sometimes you got to bite the bullet to be able to provide this platform to everybody else. I want to be competing, believe me, Kirsty. Kirsty remembers the golden days when I was out here myself. But somebody's got to do it. Somebody's got to provide it. Somebody's got to be out here putting these on for everybody else to have fun. I'm not trying to martyr myself, but believe me, Kirsty, I dream of getting back out on the course. What's up, Isaiah? How are you? How are you? It's your real name. Oh no. Good to see you, Lloyd. Thanks for being here. Well to diff. Yeah. No, it's difficult, and that's why that decel zone is there to take account for it for sure. But still, you know, it's difficult. 100%. All right, we should be launching the convoy any moment. Yep, just got the message from the judges. We'll be launching in a few. Thank you all so much for being here. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Might give you a little peek at me drifting through the city here. Give you a little peek. Now, this is an automatic Porsche that may or may not be all-wheel drive. I don't even know. We're just whipping it around in one of my favorite layouts in the city. Yeah, it's e-brake driven. It's e-brake driven. Let's take a look at our keys to victory today on the course. What the judges are going to be looking at, since we've taken a long look at the course. What are the judges going to be looking for? Smooth and snappy transitions right after those decel zones. Both transitions taking place right after a decel zone. So you have the buffer. You have the decel for the transition. Use it wisely and use it to come up with a clean transition. That's what it's there for. I can't slow down behind the people because my clutch is like, I feel that. Yeah. That's the aggression, but that's the aggression I like to see out of you, Jigsaw. That's what makes your drifting so fun to watch. You know what I mean? It's that aggression. It's that pushing it to the edge every time. Pedal to the metal. Going to be launching for the blueprint here in just a bit. Take a look at our seasonal rankings. where the drivers sit. We are at round 5. Only one more round to go in the Pro Am before we launch our Pro next season. Very excited. Big collaboration announcement coming up for the HIDS Pro collaboration. A little crazy. How you doing? How you doing? Welcome in today, everyone joining us on Twitch. Welcome. We are also live streaming to YouTube. That's where most of the conversation is happening. If you want to pop over to the YouTube live stream, all you have to do is enter exclamation point YouTube, one word. So click enter. It'll bring up the YouTube link. You can pop over. If not, search for the name Cause Nova, same as you see here on Twitch, over on YouTube, and I'm live there right now. Thank you very much, Mustache. You are a legend. Still modding for me to this day. I love you, bub. I love you. Thank you. Gonna be launching any minute. Good to see you, Crazy. Good to see you. So qualifications will be a lot shorter today, as we did have about 6 pre-qualifications. We saw a little bit less signups and I think like we talked about this, St. Louis is a difficult course. The drivers who are coming out here today are putting everything on the line, and we're excited to see it. So thank you to them. So probably, hopefully, a little bit of a shorter qualification this week. A lot more mellow, a lot more laid back. The drivers getting their scores, getting set up, because the next week it's on. Next week is high energy. Next week we're diving in for the top 32, and it's going to be a battle. It's St. Louis, baby. Those decel zones, those outside zones, the speed, the fluidity of this course. Fluidity? We're going to go with that. The fluidity of this course, it's all going to be crucial come next week during those battles. I'll ask you this, chat. Do you have the time to listen to me ride? And Nova gets canceled. Shout out to 9K Media, one of our sponsors today. Tattoo, Aftercare, and Production. You can check those out down in the description of the YouTube video. If you're looking for a discount, drifters are tatted. I'm tatted. It's the only product I like to use on my tattoos when they're fresh. Tattoo, Aftercare. You can check them out on tattoollc.com and use code NOVA10 to get 10% off your order on it. I use it every day. FDA approved, water-based, vegan, alcohol-free. It's it. It's the move. I'll try to tandem. Well, we're in the middle of a competition right now. Crazy, but I can catch you on one of the open lobbies. 3 to 4 months. I feel that. I feel that. Maybe we could link up here soon. Definitely jump in the Discord. Come hang with us, brother. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Gonna be launching that convoy any moment now. Keep double checking neurotically to make sure I haven't missed it. Jigsaw, that's a wonderful it's a wonderful idea. Gambit sitting at the championship points leader. Hot Leg Soup is only behind him by 4 points. So 2 people really pushing for that championship points lead. And then Tessie Tim's not too far behind. Tessie Tim could lay it down today with a first place and really put themselves in a great position for round 6. D2DA for the win. What's up? What's up? Shouting out the homies. Much love to Shred It Late, the D2DA boys. For a long time since ESDA, I gotta make him remember. Why you bringing up? Oh, shit. We hungry. Looks like, there we go. We are launching our second heat. So in about 5 minutes, we should be on the line, ready to send our next qualifier. You guys know how these blueprints are. We just launched it, so we'll get loaded in. Like I said, about 5 minutes, and we should be on the line, ready to launch our next driver. Why I gotta pick? Why can't I love everybody? YSS is beautiful. S2SA, D2DA, all the acronyms. TMRV, RLTC, like all the acronyms. I love them all. Who you got, chat? Who you rooting for today? We'll see who we'll see. It's qualies, you know what I'm saying? I want to see everybody put down a good quali. When it comes to qualifications, I'm really not standing behind any team. I just want to see everybody make it. It breaks my heart to see someone not make it. You know what I mean? So in qualies, I'm kind of rooting for everybody. I'm like, man, just get that run out there. Get that score down there. You know what I mean? And then we get into the top 32. I do get a little choosy, but, you know. Team v Team Com. I love those. They're usually called exhibitions. I love team exhibitions. We ran one with, Team Rev ran one with RLTC about a year ago. and it was awesome. They brought their best 5. We brought our best 5. We randomly matched them up. Of course, me and myself, the leader of Team Rev, Cosnova, and Better Shelf 33, the leader of RLTC, were matched up. But our other 4 drivers were randomly matched up, and they battled, right? And the team with the most wins at the end, so it was kind of like a best 3 of 5. The team with the most wins at the end took the exhibition. It was a really fun format. Feel free to use it. It's great for team versus team exhibitions. Bring 5, I'll bring 5, and then we'll see who can scrape out 3 wins. It's really awesome. And then you have your team heads go head-to-head, so it's great for morale. The drivers really get behind it. Everybody has a great time. Big shout-out to RLTC and Better Shelf, by the way. Love those boys. They're over on Assetto making moves, getting a series together. Love them, love them, love them. Crawford Incorporated. What's up, Texturizing? Good to see you, dog. Thanks for popping in. We're live on YouTube as well, where a lot of the commentary is coming through. Everybody's chatting on YouTube. If you guys want to join, hit that YouTube link. It's exclamation point YouTube, the full word, one word. Enter exclamation point YouTube. You'll get the YouTube link. Pop on over. That's where all the Discord links are. That's where everybody's hanging out. And I'm trying to get partnered, so the watch hours would help a lot. If you guys want to watch over there, come hit that thumbs up button for me on the video. It helps quite a bit. It helps the series, gets us exposure. Appreciate y'all coming in today. Thank you so much. We're loading into our second heat. We're going to be up in just a couple minutes. We're still at the little, I can see the map, but I'm looking at the lobby list. We're almost there. It's got the real name. Now, I see Jigsaw. Oh, he said I can't watch from YouTube because it's got my real name. Now that I understand. Good to see you, Texturizing. I see, Jigsaw. I see now. I will leave it alone. I'll try to call you Jigsaw. I'll do my best. I'm not going to criticize the Forza server's load up time. I am not going to criticize the Forza server's load up time. Call me Sir Jigsaw the Fourth, sire to the northern lands, third in line to the throne, betrothed to Queen Jasmine of the Emerald Isles. What's going on? LGN, there it is. Texturizing, popping over. Thanks for doing that, Tex. Appreciate you, dog. Let me get out of your way here, Bat. My apologies. Let these drivers through. We're going to be switching up here in just a second for our qualifying runs. We got some more drivers to send. Our highest qualifier of the day right now, the one and only Fish with an 88.5 is the score to beat today at Qualifications for FDE Round 5 Pro Am at St. Louis A Layout 2022 today. Next week is the top 32 battle on Sunday at this time. Make sure to tune in if you want to be there. And Saturday, we got a jam-packed weekend for drifting because Street Masters, myself, and EDM, well, not myself, but the whole FDE family as well as Street Masters will be there running the grassroots Saturday, and then our Pro-Am will be, Pro-Am will be Sunday. Give me just a moment. Getting set up, everyone. Sir Jigsaw the Fourth of the Northern Lands, betrothed to the Queen Jasmine of the Emerald Isles. It's very good to see you. I cannot believe I just remembered that. Oh my god. All right, our first qualifier up on the line. Let me switch over to our main scene so y'all can see what's going down. Big shout out to Powerhouse for the amazing gift they have given us. Look at this angle. Look at this camera angle. I dare you to try to replicate this. You can't. You can't. We got Gutter on the line. WK Gutter representing. In the Nissan, flames are spitting. Let's see what we got here. Let's send them. Good to see you, Manji. I need to link up with you this week. Good to see you, brother. Can't wait for Saturday, man. Here we go. Initiation into OZ1. We got one tire all the way through. Gutter coming in with some heavy angle into the transition. Oh, whipping it. That's all right. So what happened there? I believe that was a strategic move from Gutter during qualifications. Let me lay this out for you guys. The drivers have 2 runs. They only have access to the second run if they DNF or do not finish the first run. So Gutter sent it a little wide, and I know it was going through his head. He was thinking, well, I think I could do better on the initiation. Let me go ahead and flop this, and I get to go in for my second run. So he went ahead, let it flop over. Gonna get to go in for that second run. A DNF on that one. Long Beach event, message me. I want to send it. Got it, Fish. Yes. Manji, good to see you. Okay, we got Nurko 7 up on the line here for St. Louis, looking to lay down a qualifying score. Nurko, I don't know if we met before. This might be the first time I've seen you out here. Best of luck to you. It's nice to meet you. The car looks great. Let's see. Oh, getting realigned. Absolutely, absolutely. Can't wait to see what we got here from Nurko 7. Here we go. And the driver is off, launching through the chicane, looking clean, no cones picked. There's our initiation cones into OZ1. Very deep, good angle, good speed consistency. There's the decel into OZ2. Good depth, Nurko. Looking amazing. Going out into OZ3, great depth, keeping all 4 tires on the course, not hitting that tricky drop. There's the transition into OZ4. Good depth and across. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm no judge. We'll see what we got here. That was a very, very impressive run. I cannot wait to see what the score is on that. Keep your eyes on the bottom left-hand corner of your screen for an update on the score. Nurko. Chef's kiss. From one commentator, one drifter to another. I'm not a judge today. Well done. Well done. That was freaking beautiful. That was freaking beautiful, my friend. Gambit, I know, I saw Gambit back there keeping the wheels warm. Yeah, y'all see him back there warming up? Absolutely. Good to see you. EDM, Manji, Oven. Shout out to the boys over at NV Drift Mafia. We love them running Street Masters. That series has been fantastic. They've also got the Concord event going if you're a painter and a creator. It's a... We'll see. We'll see. Sir Jigsaw the 4th. We shall see. Nurko. Whew. But yes, make sure to be there for Saturday. Me and EDM Manji. Oh, it is an 88.5, just 0.5. That is our second highest qualifying score of the day. Our second highest qualifying score of the day for Nurko. Very nicely done. Very nicely done. Right there behind Fish by 0.5 of a point. Very, very nicely done. A very comfortable position to be in for the top 32 qualifications. AOM Gambit, returning qualifier, your seasonal championship points leader is out here on the line at St. Louis. Let's see what he's got for us. We are off the line through the chicane very nicely. No cone taps. There's the initiation cones flicking deep into OZ1. Very smooth, very controlled here. There's the transition into OZ2. Getting deep with it. Good speed. Gambit sending it out to OZ3. Really laying down a beautiful qualifier here. Transitioning into OZ4. A little deep there, but pulling it back just about 6 inches right on line and across the line. This is why this man is sitting as our seasonal championship point leader this season. I think he's got the most first place finishes this round. AOM Gambit, what a qualifying run, my friend. Great to see you back out here. I really appreciate you supporting everything we're doing out here at FDE. Coming out every round, looking fantastic. A wonderful qualifying. We're going to see what we see on that score. Speed and style was it. And then we got Hot Like Soup up, our first place finisher for round 4. Just 4 points behind Gambit for the seasonal championship. Just 4 points. The first place finisher for round 4 will be up right after we have Gambit's score. This is intense right now. This is intense. Basically, the first and second place are up right after each other. We have Gambit, then we have Soup, and Soup trailing, like I said, just by 4 points in the seasonal championship. What are we going to see for Gambit? Is he going to be up in the top 3? Is that I'm assuming breaking the 90s barrier. I want to smash my desk right now. Congratulations, Gambit. Break our first score to break the 90s barrier today. 91.5, our top qualifying score. That puts our 1, 2, 3 at AOM Gambit, one and only Fish, and Nurko 7 are now our 1, 2, and 3 place qualifiers today. 91.5, solid score. Hot Like Soup is on the line. Love to see that livery, my man. Let's see what we got here. Our round 4 champion. And we're off the line. Clean, slow, and steady start through the chicane. No cones drop. There's initiation into OZ1. Deep into OZ1. Great angle leaving the zone. There's the transition very nicely right into the zone. No delay time. No reacclimation. Landing exactly where he wanted to be. OZ3 looking clean. Decel into transition for, oh my God. Soup doing what he does best. Do I need to say anything? Well done. Well done. That was gorgeous. That's how we run St. Louis. An amazing line from an amazing driver. Our second place championship points lead. our championship run, our first place at round 4. A beautiful run by Hot Like Soup. Can't wait to see the score down there in the bottom left. But I think I may need the share code. If you go into the Discord, Luna, it's under Pro Am. Pro Am schedule, I believe it is. Pro Am channel. There's a Pro Am seasonal channel that has all the share codes available to you. Let's go, Soup. A fire run. Is he going to be challenging Gambit for that top qualifier today here at St. Louis? We're going to find out. We're going to find out. That was freaking insane. I'll tell you what. 2 back-to-back gnarly qualifiers. And then we had Nurko right there with that amazing, taking the 2nd place right off the bat. They got pushed down to 3rd, but we'll see if Nurko can hold the spot. It's a comfortable place to be no matter what. A 90.5, trailing Gambit by just 1 point. 90.5, our 2nd score now to break the 90 barrier. That's going to push Serco down to 4th. One and Only Fish is now in the 3rd place spot. We've got Hot Like Soup in the 2nd and ALM Gambit in our 1st place qualifier spot. That's our lineup, a 90.5. Look at these guys doing it to it. We got Bapt up on the line. It's good to see you, Bap. Let's see what Bap's got for us today. An amazing driver, a lot of style with Bap today. Always looking for that X factor. Good to see you back out on the course. About to lay down that qualifier. See if he can't break his way into the 90s as well. Join these gentlemen up there. Very nicely done, everyone. Loving these qualifiers. Everybody looking really strong at St. Louis today. All right. It looks like we got Yogi Scurv. We're going to have a change up here. Wait for an update in the bottom left. That's usually how I know the judges are on board with me. We might have the wrong driver up. We'll find out. Give me just a moment. I was going to say, I don't think Yogi is up yet. I think we got Bap up and then maybe Yogi after that. A little miscommunication that happens. There's a lot of people in there. Oh, well, looks like we got Live to Accelerate. Also, wait, is Bapt up? All right, I think it's Bapt. We got Bapt on the line in a car we've seen quite a bit. Actually, is this a new livery for Bapt or am I tripping? I think that's the same one. I know he rocks a lot of black base coats. And I love him. He always shows up with some sick stuff. Okay, we do have Bapt on the line. He's good to go. He's labeled up in the bottom left. Let's send him. And we're off the line through the chicane, nice and steady. There's the arc, no cones lost. Big acceleration into initiation for outside zone 1, eating it up. Bap coming in with some deep angle in the transition. There he is into outside zone 2. Keeping it nice, keeping it nice. Nice drift, nice angle into outside zone 3. Eating the whole zone very deep. There's the transition right after the decel. Snappy into OZ4 and Bapt. Beautiful. Oh my God. The amount of skill we're seeing in these qualifying today is ridiculous. These guys are really putting it all out there. Jesus. Amazing run, my friend. That's up there. I gotta say, that's up there. At least from one commentator, from one drifter's perspective. That was beautiful. We'll be waiting for a score update in the bottom left. Shout out to Shreddit, Shoot, and of course, Jamdoll judging for us today. We love you guys. Thanks for putting in the effort. I appreciate you guys. It might actually just be Treat and Shreddit for now. We have Live to Accelerate up next. So okay, that's our organization line. Got that, got that. Was there one? I might have missed it. There may have been one. There may have been one, Jigsaw. I'm just commentating, so I'm trying to just focus most on keeping a good eye on the course. There may have been, just because I didn't say something happened, guys, don't believe that it didn't, right? I'm not a judge, so I'm not really looking at the fine details. I'm trying to grasp the gist of the run. So if I missed something, that could have been in there. That might have happened, absolutely. Just me and Shredded today. Gotcha. Well, thank you both for working overtime. Work out. Appreciate you both. Oh, a 90 baptized, getting up there into the top 3. Our 3rd qualifier to break the 90 barrier, pushing Only Fish, the one and only Fish, down into 4th place and Norco into 5th. We have Live to Accelerate. Love the name. Cool livery, very simple, very elegant. On the line, let's see what we got here. All right, here is our initiation, leaving through the chicane, looking very clean. There's the flick. into OZ1. Good speed consistency through here. Great angle. Flicking into OZ2. Starting shallow, but edging back to there and eating up that zone. We're getting into, oh, some tire drop on OZ3. Transitioning into OZ4. Ooh, some big angle, but corrects it. Taps that brake potentially a little bit. Corrects it and finishes across the line. Very nicely done. Live to accelerate. Laying down a very gradable score. I'm imagining we'll see that, you know, somewhere maybe potentially past the 80 barrier. Maybe the mid. We'll see. We'll see. Keep your eye on the bottom left for the updated score there. Big shout out to Shred It for data input specialist as well as judging, running 2 jobs. At the first season. He's been just doing so much, you guys. I see overhauled. If you've seen it, check us out on Instagram. We've got our Instagram running now. Big shout out to the media team and Shred It himself, because the Instagram looks fantastic. They're posting all the track showcases. They're posting everything you need to know as a driver. You can check it out on your phone. Like, oh, that's a cool course. I might go check it out or get ready for it for the next season. What's up, Poly Matrix? It has been a while. Cheers, mate. It's been too long. We're in the middle of the Forza Drift Events qualifications right now for St. Louis, Poly. Top 32's next Sunday. Live to Accelerate just hit their qualifier. We're waiting for a judging score to update in the bottom left in just a minute. Like I said, we're building our top 32. We're getting ready for next week. We're having a good time. It's a chill Sunday. It's good to see everybody. Poly, I'm also live on YouTube if you want to join us. Explanation point, YouTube, the whole word, one word. It'll bring up the link and you can pop over. You getting some rest, Kirsty? Oh, did we miss the score? I apologize. It looks like we missed the score on that. Did anybody catch an eye on that, chat? Let me know. Oh, look at me chatting too much. We got Soar Zuma back up on the line. I apologize. I think there may have been definitely a qualified score for that. Soar Zuma hitting the line. Good to see you out here again, my friend. All right, all right. Live to Accelerate. We'll get you back on that. My apologies, my friend. 88.5 for Accelerate. Thank you, Shred It. Shred It updating us. It was an 88.5, a very high and respectable score for Live to Accelerate, putting them right up on that 90s point, right up into the top 5, 6 area. Looking great. Soar Zuma ready to run. Let's do it. And we're off. Through the chicane, nice and smooth. Here's that acceleration into the initiation zone. OZ1. Ooh, leaving OZ1 a little early. Tapping some cones, dropping some tires off the front end of there. Looks like maybe a mechanical or technical malfunction. Soar's going to go ahead and choose to call this one for a DNF because they will have a second chance. No problem. Strategic throw there. But I had gotten my Google account. Oh, I understand. Oh, no, that's okay, Polly. Stay on Twitch if it's more comfortable for you. I totally understand. I totally understand. Thank you very much, Wolves, for the score update. Thank you, Shred It, for the update. Soar Zuma, we'll see them cycle back around. It was a DNF or a did not finish is what that stands for. We'll see them cycle back around here in a bit for a second run. Now we get to see Yogi up on the line. Yogi, I like that livery. It's good to see you. Good to meet you. Let's see what we got from, I hope I'm saying this right, Yogi Scarif. Let's see what we got here from Yogi today. All right, here's our launch through the chicane, clean, no cones tapped. There's initiation into OZ1, some good speed consistency. Deep in the angle before the transition, that's a decel zone. So, oh no, it looks like they might have, are they keeping it running potentially? We'll see. All the way through outside zone 3, there's the transition in decel zone, a 4, OZ4, and really smooth, very nicely all the way through the second half of the course. It might be scoreable. It might be a DNF. I'm not sure. Based on what happened there in OZ2, it looked like some funkiness, potentially a straighten up. I'm not exactly sure. Maybe the engine died on him there. It killed it. I'm not exactly sure. We'll find out when we see our update in the bottom left. Manual of the world. I think the chat will be happy to know I finally built an R33 with the RB. I built a version. I still have my V8, but I built a version with the RB. I got it, and I like it. I've been running it here at St. Louis. It's pretty clean. I was running it for a few hours last night with the boys. Even on controller, it runs pretty smooth. On wheel, it's pretty quick. On controller, it's a little bit slower. It's quite nice. Waiting for an update here for Yogi Scarif. I don't really host them too much, Polly. There's not a whole lot of people playing these days. a lot of my effort is focused into the competition and the events these days. We have LQC up on the line waiting for a score for Yogi here. Good to see you again, LQC. I've been out at almost, I think, every single round, man. I appreciate the support. It's good to see you. The Supra looks fantastic. Can't wait to see what you can lay down for us. Yeah, attendance is a big question, Polly. So we focus more so on like the events and stuff. Well, you know, what we can get people to show up for. I make a lot of other content these days. I'm glad you like it, Wolves. We put a lot of time and effort into this. This is all us. This is all us. This is all the FDE staff team, and a credit to every single man hour that's been put into it. I love my team. I love my staff. Everything they do. I often feel guilty just trying to keep up with the effort they're putting in. Waiting for a score there on Yogi. The judges deliberating a little bit on that. We'll have LQC's run up. There it is, a 76. A 76, so mid-70s. Hoping to see Yogi in the top 32 next week. Hopefully that's a score strong enough to take him up there. Yogi, thank you so much for coming out today. We got LQC on the line, getting ready to send that launch. Like I said, LQC, a returning driver. I know this driver. I know the way they drive. I love to see it. Let's see what we got, LQC. And we are off the line through the chicane. Big shout out to Powerhouse for the amazing angles brought to you today by Powerhouse. Into the first outside zone. Big angle into D-cell. There's our transition. Eaten up outside zone 2. Every inch of it, it looks like. Pushing out to outside zone 3. Getting a healthy chunk of it. Staying on board. There's the transition into OZ4. And just textbook. LQC doing it like we like to see it. That's drifting, baby. Well done, my friend. Definitely going to be laying down a solid, gradable score for that one. Probably in the higher spectrum. That was very nice. Very textbook. Well done. He's studied, definitely studied St. Louis. Everybody laying down those high scores has. You can see it in their transitions. You can see it in their D-cells. They know what they're looking at. Played Forza in a year and a half, so I would have really hoped that happy. For sure, Polly. Yeah, for sure. And I'm trying to get other events going. Once we have these comps stabilized, we'll be running style comps and game nights and everything else. But we got to get this this established. What do you think, though? Does it look good? Does it look professional? I'll show you some more. We got everything. 86.5. Juicy. Right there in the mid-80s. Right above it, actually. Just a tick above. A solid score. More than likely going to carry LQC into the top 32 for next week. Very comfortable place to be in. Nicely done, my friend. Playing it. I don't know if they played it safe, but it's a safe score. A very solid and stable run. Not too risky, which I like to see. I'm a very safe driver myself. We got WK Gutter up for their second run today. So they got to lay down a score. WK Gutter's got a little bit more pressure on their back, but they're a great driver. I think they got what it takes. Let's see what we got here. Through the chicane very nicely. Here's our acceleration into the initiation zone. Oh, pushing it heavy. Some big speed. Throwing it. Choosing to miss outside zone 2. Going for 3. Grabbing all over 3. A little bit low on the angle, but depth looked good into outside zone 4 and across the line. So I do think that's going to be a gradable run. Unfortunately, with the miss there on OZ2, we're probably going to see it on the lower end of the spectrum. But it might still be enough because St. Louis is such a difficult run, and this is like a lot of layers of lore here. Because St. Louis is such a difficult course, we don't have as many qualified drivers signed up as we usually do. So there's a chance Gutter may still be able to make it into that top 32, because if it turns out that we don't have a top 32, we're going to be looking at those drivers who are just right under that mark, right? We're going to start taking those boys in. So there's still a potential chance. I mean, we'll see what we got. We don't have a score yet. I know that's going to hurt, though, and I don't mean to speak too soon, but I know missing that zone, and I'm sure Gutter's thinking the same thing. But hopefully we can still see him out there next week. There's still a whole week to get more practice in on St. Louis. It is a tough course, but like I said, plenty of time. If you can bust it out, get those hot laps going. What's up, Vicky? Thank you very much, Polly. That really means a lot to me. We've put a lot of effort into it. Thanks for being here, Vicky. We are in the middle of qualifications for FDE, Forza Drift events. This is the esport that we run here, the series Forza Drift events. We're in our Pro Am spec, and we're running round 5 of the season today. One more round left in the season before we finish it. Waiting for a score here for Gutter in the bottom left. We'll see that score update live. Big shout out to our judges, Choot and Shred It. Choot is a streamer for making, 79. 79. I like it. We would have liked to see, maybe break that 80 barrier would have been better, but still taking home the 79. Not bad. Not bad. Soar Zuma back up on the line for their second run today. Soar has that same pressure on their shoulders. This is the second run. It has to be a completed run. You can't you can't DNF on this one. We'll see what we got. Soar's an incredible driver. I think they've got it. Let's see what we have. All right, the car's off through the chicane, looking clean and stable. Initiation through the initiation zone into outside zone 1. Grabbing it with that back tire. Here's the transition into OZ2. Looking fantastic in OZ2. Great speed, consistency, great depth. Moving into OZ3. A little bit of a tire drop there at the start, but eating up the zone. There's the transition into OZ4. Maybe a little too deep, but pulling it back in and riding the zone out quite nicely. I think that's going to be a scoreable run for Soar Zuma getting laid down today. And I think that's the end of this heat. We see a few drivers popping out. I think that will be the end of this heat. We'll be popping out to grab our next heat of drivers. We can unfortunately only fit about 8 to 10 drivers in per heat because of the limitations of the game itself. We have a small convoy size, but we'll be doing that as fast as we can. Mustache, I love you. Thank you. Vicky, thank you for being here. If you guys are watching on YouTube today, hit that thumbs up button for me. I appreciate it. Thank you for being here. Hit that sub button if you haven't yet. Waiting for a score for Soar Zuma in our bottom left here at round 5, St. Louis. This is the 2022 A layout. Big shout out to our FDE architects. We love you guys. There it is, an 81, a comfortable score, breaking the 80 barrier. Hopefully, usually around the low 80s is where we see the cutoff point for the top 32. So hopefully that's going to be enough to carry Soar in to the top 32 next Sunday. Same time here on this channel, the top 32 battle. That is the end of our second heat. We're going to be switching over. Let's take a look at our track showcase today so you guys can kind of understand what's happening. If you're not a drift fan, let me roll this back to the start. This is what the judges are seeing. So you have initiation for the driver. Then you have the initiation zone. They have to initiate before that final cone. And here you have first outside zone 1. So this is what we're looking at. First outside zone 1, you want to be deep but not too deep. Good speed. There's our decel zone. Into the transition for outside zone 2. This is probably the most crucial point of the course. A lot of drivers got to keep it in there, not send it into the wall, and set up a good line to burn all the way out to outside zone 3. You get through outside zone 3, one more decel zone for the transition into outside zone 4, which is a little bit tighter, hence the decel zone. And then you glide all the way through outside zone 4 up to the bank, which happens to be also the finish line of that spot. So you glide up to the bank, and that is where the judging area ends. Should be underground so people can easily access the track without falling into the ground. That's a good note, Luna, and if you don't mind, would you mind putting it in the feedback section of the FDE Discord? Because we look at that every Sunday. As a whole staff, we look through that. So if you've got, a nice explanation, you want to go into detail, photographs, everything, drop it in. We'd love to see it. We want to take that into account. We want to work this into exactly, we want to fine detail it into exactly what the community wants. That's what we're looking for. We're gathering our next group. I can give you a little hint. Tessie Tim is going to be in our next group. He is our 3rd place in seasonal rankings. Let's take a look at our seasonal rankings for the Pro Am. See where we're at right now. AOM Gambit in the lead, as you can see in the top left. Hot Like Soup chasing him just by 4 points in second. It's really anybody's game at that point for first and second. Tessie Tim down about 100 points or a little bit less. But that could change today here at St. Louis. Tim could come out with that first place and get that advantage he needs going into round 6. Place first here, place first in 6. Tessie Tim could end up on the top there. I'm not sure how the math works out, but I'm just going off general scores here. I mean, and the same is true for Drezclaw right there with Tessie Tim. Quasi could come out today and make some things happen. We just saw LQC in 6th place lay down their qualifying score. I mean, it's going to be awesome. I can't wait for next Sunday. S2SA on the map, boy! Let me check in with my judges today. We'll pop over to one of our promos here. We got the track showcase. Let's take a look at the keys to victory. These are the specific things the judges are looking for from the drivers today. Smooth and snappy transitions pretty much always, but at this course, there's really no excuse not to have them. You have the decel zones right before both transitions. So, I mean, it's consistent and crucial that, you know, you're looking smooth, you're looking snappy. Consistence angle in OZ1, you've got a really gentle and nice launch. You can choose the e-brake. A lot of drivers today are choosing to flick initiate. I do the same when I'm practicing on the course. I like the flick initiation. It's a big zone. It's a wide arch. You got plenty of time. And it's really nice to control through there. So smooth through OZ1. Set your car up properly for OZ2. So when you're coming out of that first outside zone, keep your eye on the decel zone. Definitely decel so that you have the time to transition into OZ2 properly and ride it out to set up the line for OZ3. It all connects. It's a really, really fluid course, a really technical course. Respect the decel zones. You know, chase drivers don't want to surge up and cause that contact, and that's going to be crazy next week. That's going to be a tough job on the chase drivers to remember to respect those decel zones and respect the lead driver's space on that, and fill OZ 3 and 4 completely. I mean, that's what we're looking for. Set yourself up with a good line. Fill out OZ 2 and 3 3 and 4 completely, because I mean, there's really no excuse not to. It should be clean. It's really nice in that area. Taking a look back at our, let's go jump into our long promo here. We're setting up our third heat for qualifications. And we had about 6 to 7 drivers pre-qualify because they weren't able to make it in today. We had Shredded shoot some of the, I think it was potentially Jammed all in here this morning judging those runs for us. So I appreciate you, Jam. Appreciate you, Shredded, for getting those pre-qualies in. Thank you for the drivers that showed up to that. I mean, they reached out. They're like, hey, we're not going to make it. Is it possible we could do this early? And we're like, hell yeah, we want you to be there. We want as many drivers as possible to be there. So shout out to the homies for getting those pre-qualies in. We appreciate it. Of course, it's not being seen on the stream, which sucks. But they're still going to be at the comp next weekend, which is what's the most important thing. Boy, I am gassed up. The information I am dumping on you guys. Give us just a moment as we set up for the next heat. Looks like the judges are stepping out to grab a quick drink of water. They've got a lot on their plate. Quick bathroom break, quick concessions break for the judges. Good time for you guys to run to the bathroom, grab a drink. You've got a good 5 to 10 before we're back on the course running qualifiers again. So run to the bathroom, make a snack, grab a drink. Now is the time. This could be the issue. Shredder brings up a very good point. If you're on one of the older consoles, it could be that it's having trouble loading a lot of the objects because a lot of them are now being made for the newer gens. I'm misdrifting these things. Please, Mustache, get signed up for round 6, brother. I'd love to see you out there, man. Commentating and following you on the course. I'd love that. As Shredded said, hopefully that issue can be fixed in an update soon. They've made things a little bit too optimized for the newer gen, and they are, I hate to say it, but it looks like they are starting to leave the older gen behind, guys. So if you're sitting on that older gen, now might be the time to start budgeting, start saving to upgrade, because it's going to start to cut you off from some of the newer launches, just as some advice. I know it's not easy. I'm not trying to say, just go get a new gen, because I know it's not that easy, especially with everything. Real life, everybody's got, their own situation going on, but it might be time to start budgeting, saving, and keeping an eye on getting that new gen console, especially with Motorsport coming out in October. Come on. Thank you so much, Rational Idea. I love you, brother. Coming in with 14 months, over a year subscription. I love you. Inflation, says Polly. What up, Lloyd? Catch up. 2 Maz, my man. What do you mean? What do you mean? Thanks for dropping the follow. Lion it. What's up? What's up? Good to see you. Good to see you. Lie on it. What's up? Let me know if I got that correct. Thank you so much, Rational. Good to see you, man. I hope your son's doing okay. Keep me updated. His son is sick right now. He's a part of our Super Dad Drift Club. Waiting to fill up that convoy. Inflation. $250 for a renewed Series S. Damn, man. That point, bro, I saved for 6 months to go to PC. I just stuck it out and saved for 6 months. Oh, Nurko, welcome in, man. beautiful run today. Thanks for coming by. We're also live on YouTube. If you guys can't join us, I understand it, but if you could, it is the optimal viewing experience over on YouTube. You can, the transcoder's a lot better. You can turn down the resolution if need be to get a better live update, to get less delay. If you do, thank you very much. Mustache has put the link. If you click that link, you can join us on YouTube, and a lot more people are over there commentating, so you can't see their comments if you're on Twitch. But if you join us on YT, you can, and you can sub to me, and you can give me a thumbs up, which would be greatly appreciated. But Nurko, fantastic run out there, brother. I think you've been pushed down to like 5 or 6, but it's nothing to be ashamed of. 5 or 6 in the top 10 still. Looking great, my man. Looks like we're getting ready to launch into our next heat. Thanks for joining me for the stream. I appreciate it. Nurko's already laid down that qualifier. They're jumping into Hangout. Really appreciate it, man. The views count. The views count. Vacation is... enjoy the vacation, dog. Enjoy the vacation. And that's fine. Polly, you can do whatever. You're beautiful. Do whatever you need to do. Player, if you're still here, I'm going to open up those decks finally. The Speed Duel GX decks. And check them out after stream today. It's about 2:11 p.m. here in Los Angeles. I think that puts it about 10 p.m. in the UK, about 5 p.m. on the East Coast, and maybe about 11 midnight UTC, I do believe. Thank you all for being with us. We're going to get you out of here as soon as possible, get these qualifiers one and done so we can get ready for next week at the Top 32 Battle. Pro Am, St. Louis, A Layout 2022. Very excited, very excited. Jumping over to our track showcase. Jordan! Can't wait to see what Pro looks like. Oh, I'm excited. Mustache, 23. Right there. 11 at night. Butt crack in the morning of Australia. Where thanks for being here, brother. I love you. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you for the over a year of subbing to my channel and supporting my content. I love you, Rational. Love the fam. Love your brothers. Love the kids. I'm just a part of the family at this point. Jan jumping in. Jan's going to be in this heat. Thanks for being here, Jan. Good luck on your qualifier today, bruv. Like I said, we got Tessie Tim in here, too. Our third place seasonal points holder for the championship. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah. Going so smoothly. Everybody looks great on the course today. Everybody's, ready and attentive. It looks like they're doing everything the judges are asking, being available, making things smooth for the staff. We really appreciate it, drivers. Sin jumping in. Good to see you. I know. Rational was completely ready for the comp. I've been practicing with him. He's been practicing a lot with Steel T, getting ready for the comp, but his boy got sick. And family comes first. I think that's kind of the lesson to take there. We love drifting, but family comes first, man. That's your boy. And I applaud you for sitting it out and taking care of him. Don't put, I applaud you for it. Some guys might have put themselves first on that scenario, and that'd be kind of fucked up. Chody, yes, our resident judge and Forza content creator, streamer over on Twitch. That's our boy Chody. And you can rewind. Yeah, good point. The one and only Fish. You can rewind. You can pop. If you're watching from YouTube, you can rewind the live, watch the run again, and then pop right back up to the live. No, good point. Thank you so much, Fish. Yeah, that's a very good aspect that we have there with the YouTube connection, is being able to rewatch those runs like whenever you want. You want to pull back and watch it, and then you can bring the live back up to the live point whenever possible. Like it's a lot nicer. A lot more freedom. The live is up. You can jump in there. I leave them up for remixes. You can get in there and remix the content. Jay Drifts 9K. Shout out to one of our big sponsors today, 9K Media. The head of that, Jay Drifts 9K, joining us today. Jay, I watched the whole stream yesterday on my big TV while I was cleaning. You're amazing. It was hilarious. Y'all were cracking me up. Thank you for putting that on. Streaming over on Kick, Mr. Jay Drifts 9K. Check him out if you're on the Kick platform. Mr. J Drifts 9K. We'll probably be streaming FDE here soon to the Kick platform. We've been discussing it. Good to see you, brother. Big shout out to Tay2 Aftercare Protection, FDA approved, alcohol free. The only thing I use on my brand new tattoos. Tay2. Check them out on tay2llc.com or down in our YouTube description. You can use the code NOVA10 to get 10% off your order. You're welcome, dog. Change the game. Put down the Aquaphor. Pick up the Tay2. No problem. No problem. Nice, Jay. Nice. We're going to be launching into our third heat here today at Qualifications, taking a look at our track showcase while we get the lobby ready for the blueprint, getting all the drivers lined up, herding the sheep, herding the cattle. All right, speaking of 9K Media, let's take a look at something they contributed to us. A beautiful promo put together for FDE. Sorry about that, Dodgy. Put together for us and by 9K Media. We appreciate you guys. This guy does all my video edits. If you've seen any of my vlogs, anything I do on my channel, it's this man right here. We got one more round after this. It's a 6-round season, J-Drifts. Good question. We're at round 5, St. Louis A layout. We got one more round after this, and the Pro Am season will be finishing, and we'll be transitioning into the Pro season, which you do need a license to get into. It's gonna be some serious stuff. I'm very excited for the Pro season. Brian, how are you? Looks like the convoy's filling up. We're getting closer and closer to launch. Thanks for staying with me, guys, as we get these heats ready for qualifications. Next Sunday, the same time, we're going to be doing the battles. This is where the real magic is going to be. Next Sunday. Make sure to be here for that. No, not yet. We're about halfway through, a little over halfway through qualifications today, son. But you made it. You made it. Thank you, Polly. That's very sweet of you. Thank you, B-Rye. Thank you, Brian. Jay, that is the question. That is the question. Whether to stream and host for the community or to drift for the personal glory. That is the question. I really, really would like to be able to compete, especially in the grassroots Pro-Am sector. That is really where my roots as a drifter are, in the togue, in the downhill, and of course in the grassroots like flat sector. So I'd like to. I mean, I'd like to squeeze it in there. We'll see. We'll see. Hopefully soon. We have one more lobby after this one, so 2 more heats to go. So about an hour left to stream today. We're looking good. We're at the 2-hour mark. Hopefully get you guys out of here by about 3 hours. Nice, clean, and simple qualifications. We've seen some beautiful runs today. Thank you, Shredded. Thank you. Take a look at our seasonal championships. You guys can see who's leading. We've got a very close first and second place between AOM, Gambit, Hot Like Soup. Right there, you can see a 4-point difference. Tessie Tim bringing up that third place, who could really make a still definitely a shot to be had there for Tessie Tim, considering we have round 5 next week and round 6 to go still. What up, Dark King? Good to see ya. Good to see ya. Looks like we're getting ready to launch any minute. Hey, thank you so very much, 9K. Hey, you're a part of it. Thank you for everything you did to be a part of this and help us to bring this all together. We got a few new elements I'll show you today, Jay. We worked on this morning. I whipped them up in Illustrator. We threw them on. Me and Shredder were working closely together on those, and they look pretty good. Small elements, but they look pretty good. We got a new Battles Updater badge and a new Qualification Updater badge, and they look really nice. They fit the brand, and we just worked on that. You know, just chunking away at it, perfecting what we're working on. This is our baby. Everybody involved. This is everybody's baby. Take a look at our track showcase. You guys can see what the judges will be looking at today. Been driving around all morning. Finally got a chance to relax. Oh, enjoy it, my brother. Thanks for tuning in. You get a chance to relax, and you use it to come in here and hang out. That means a lot to me, Dark King. It's a pleasure to have you, man. Pleasure to have people just like you. All right, looks like we're loading up into our next blueprint. So this will be Heat 3, and then we've got one more round after that. So Heat 4. Hopefully get you guys out of here in the next hour. Get those UK gentlemen and ladies to bed. Same to our UTC family, and even our East Coast if you're looking for an early Sunday. I get that, because I want to go ride my bike a few miles after this. So I'm trying to get you in and out. Next week is, like I said, is the real fire. That'll be our top 32 next week. Make sure to be here this channel this time. Make sure to be here. It actually would have started about 2 hours ago. So keep that. Write it down, people. Write it down. You can join the Discord down in the description if you're interested. Staff, we're always looking for staff. Feedback, always looking for feedback. And we're always, always, always looking for drivers. New series will start. We don't have a solidified date on that, Mustache. It's going to be the Pro Series, so that is going to be only achievable by license. But, you know, it's up in the air right now. We're discussing, there's heavy discussion on whether or not we can handle running 2 specs at once. We're very short-staffed. I'll be honest with you guys. Everybody's busting ass to make this happen, and it looks great, and I love them. But, I mean, we're kind of right at the edge. We're trying to get some more staff on board. We're trying to create an opportunity so that we can run 2 specs at one time. Because we don't want there to be a gap where just pro and then everybody else has to sit and wait. We don't want that, but we also don't. We have lives. We have jobs. We have families. We have commitments. And we're doing a lot already. So I'm not going to say it's not going to happen. We're really trying to work that out right now. It's a good question, and I hope that explains a little bit of where we're at with it. I know that's not a clean answer, but that's where we're at with it. We're trying to figure it out. And that really helps with collaboration. Teams that want to get in on this, individuals that want to get in on this and apply to B staff, that's where it starts, is kind of stepping out and saying, yeah, I love drifting, but I want to be a part of this. I want to help. I want to put some time and effort in for the community. We need you guys. The staff applications are in the Discord. Fill them out. We check them every Sunday as a whole staff team. Same with the feedback. We really take this seriously, the community input. Sounds good, Mustache. All right, we're getting loaded into the next blueprint. Give me like literally 2 minutes. I think we should be up there on the line looking at our next qualifier. And this is St. Louis A Layout 2022. You can see here on your screen. This is what we're going to be seeing the drivers qualify on today, but we've got an amazing camera angle brought to us by the guys over at Powerhouse. Thank you so much for doing this for today, providing us with this angle that no one else has been able to achieve in the blueprint with drone-like camera angles, guys. I'm talking amazing stuff for the judges, for the viewers. Big shout out to Powerhouse for making this happen for us. They did not have to. They helped us. They're amazing. We appreciate you. I want them to know that if you're watching Powerhouse. Thank you. We love you. All right, give me just a moment. We're loaded in. We got to drive up to the course line, and I'll have you guys on the line with your qualifier here in about a minute, 60 seconds. Let all these crazy wild drivers get ahead of me. Thank you to everybody for popping by today. It really means the world to all of us here at FDE that you'd be here as a viewer, as a driver, as a just anything. You know, if you're a homie of mine that's not even into drift content, I know a lot of you guys are TCG fans and not really up your alley with this kind of stuff, but I really appreciate you being here to support. I'm glad you're having a good time. Hope you're having a great Sunday. All right, we are almost set up for our Heat 3 qualifiers. Give me just a moment to get turned around, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about here when I was mentioning the Powerhouse boys just a moment ago. This angle we have access to today is incredible. Let's switch it up to our main scene, and you guys will see what I'm talking about. Shout out to the homies for this incredible addition to the game. Look at this angle, and you'll see what I mean. Tessie Tim is up on the line first, and that is our 3rd place seasonal championship points leader. So Tessie Tim really got a nice spot here to grab some extra seasonal championship points by laying down a thick qualifier. We're going to see him on the line. Sounds like he's warming up his tires. We're going to see him on the line here in just a moment. Jay, these are the new badges we're using now. I don't know if you can see them down there in the bottom left. They look pretty good. Tim up on the line in that beautiful spec car. Good to see you again, Tim. We'll be sending him off here in just a moment. Let's see what we have. My man, I hear it roaring. Here we go. And we're off through the chicane, nice and clean. Good speed coming out of there. Big flick from initiation into OZ1. Good depth, good angle. Flicking into OZ2, great depth. Catching it right on the line there. Grinding it all the way out through OZ3. Really a grind. There's the decel zone into OZ4. Diving deep in, but not, maybe a little too deep on that outside tire. We'll see how the judges call it, but it was certainly deep. No arguments there. A very nice run from our third place seasonal championship points leader, Mr. Tessie Tim. Good to see you out there today, my man. Beautiful run. His first run of the day. Absolutely lovely. Isn't this beautiful, Jay? It looks fantastic, right? I mean, my following might be a little shit. I'm getting used to this new angle. It's a little bit tricky, but I think we're looking pretty good today. I think we're looking great. Tessie Tim, wait for the update in the bottom left for his score right there in that box with the dash. We'll be seeing the live updated score thanks to our judging and our data input specialist, Mr. Shreddit on the back end, the head of D2DA, helping me run FDA, or FDE. It's been a long day. A lot of acronyms and drifting, all right? 91.5. I believe that is a tie for our top qualifier. I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, judges, if you have a moment, I believe Tessie Tim has just tied AOM Gambit for our top qualifying score of the day. Well done. That was beautiful, and that's exactly what we want to see from the third place championship points leader. Very nicely done. We got Dodgy Boy up on the line. Dodgy, I love to see you. I love your driving. Dodgy pushes it. He's an aggressive driver. Let's see what he's got on the line today. Oh, he's in the pause menu. Let's give that a second. Give him a second to get set up. It's a tie-up. He's up there with Gambit. It is a tie-up. Thank you, Chute. I appreciate that backing. One of our judges. Let's see what we got here for Dodgy. Okay, good launch. I was making sure I didn't freak him out there. I got to be careful with the launches. I don't want to freak the drivers out. There's our initiation. Clean initiation into OZ1. A little bit lacking on the angle, but good speed. There's the decel into, great depth in OZ2. Gaining that speed. We hear that engine into OZ3, keeping the tires on course and eating the majority of that zone destroyed. OZ4, a little bit of turbulence there about halfway through, but catches it, lays back on the gas, and rides it out. A beautiful qualifying run. Dodgy Boy, great to see you back out here again. Dodgy Boy's been out here, I think, almost every round. Correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe every round of FDE this season. Fantastic qualification. We'll see what we got from my man in the bottom left-hand corner. That score will update in just a moment with a returning name, Dresclaw, on the line as well. I believe he's in our top 10 or 5 of the seasonal championship points. Dresclaw's got something to do out here if he's looking to take home that seasonal championship trophy. Waiting for our update in the bottom left-hand corner there, like I said. I'm going to need to grab a vitamin water from my mini fridge. 85. A very, very comfortable place to be heading into the top 32. That mid-80s point. We usually see the cutoff in the 80, mid-low 80s point. So 85, a comfortable place to be in for that top 32 next week. And I hope it gets you there, I hope it gets you there. Love to see you out there, Dodgy Boy. Dresclaw's on the line. We'll see what we got. Dresclaw, returning driver as well. See what we got on the line. Here we go, Dresclaw off clean and smooth through the chicane, no cones taken. There's the flick on the initiation into OZ1. Very deep, very consistent all the way through the zone. Transitioning into OZ2, very, very nice textbook line here, Dresclaw, through OZ3. Consistent speed, gaining, but not too much. Into the decels, flipping back, quick, snappy initiation. Very, very nice run today from Dresclaw, smacking it down, making a statement with that qualifier. Very nice run today, brother. That was peak. I dare say one of the best runs I've seen from you all season. That was gorgeous. Qualifying, at least, you know what I mean? Qualifying, but beautiful. Well done, my friend. Everybody on point, and I came into this thinking, you know, St. Louis is a tricky course with the decels and the hairpin, but everybody is just destroying it. They're ripping it up. Their transitions are great. They're dropping right in the pocket. What I like to call the pocket of the zone. Right there, the tires are hitting. They're not having to correct. They're riding the zone, getting a good line into OZ3. Everybody looks sharp, man. Seriously. Thanks, guys. Making my job easy. Waiting for an updated score for Drez in the bottom left-hand corner of that screen there. What do we got? What do we got? Rip a blinker for Drez Claw. Bling blow. You feel me? You get elevated, chat. California knows how to party. That was lame. Clip it, send it into the publisher. Clip it, send it into the publisher. B-roll. B-roll for the vlog. And there, ooh, 89.5. That's what I knew that was going to be high. 89.5, just 0.5 away from breaking the 90 barrier, but basically solidifying Drezclaw a place in the top 32. Well done, my friend. That's what I like to see from an OG. Well done. Textbook run. Really ate up OZ 3 and 4 where you're a bitch. Excuse my language, but great run. We got Frankenstein back up on the line. Good to see you again, Frankenstein. Definitely, we saw Frankenstein, I believe, back in round 4. It's good to see you back out here in some muscle. Let's see what we got on the line today. And he is off. A little bit of tire burn through the chicane. Nice and clean. Very aggressive launch here. There's our initiation. OZ1. Good depth through there. Lighter on the angle, but great depth. There's the transition into OZ2. Making sure to get in there. Flirting with it on that other rear tire, but that other one sunk in. OZ3 all over it. Deep in the zone all the way through. Transitioning clean into OZ4. A little bit of a stutter on the speed about halfway through, but barely noticeable. Very clean run through all the way. OZ4 even itself, very great depth and good angle. I thought that the angle kind of increased as we saw the zone, as we saw Frankenstein moving through the course. That angle was like increasing, and then by the time they got to OZ4, they were fucking, you know, just ripping it. It looked fantastic. Nice run today. Nice run, Frankenstein. Can't wait to see the score on that. Definitely a gradable run. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Welcome in. If you guys are just joining us, this is Forza Drifts Events, brought to you by Team Rev, Powerhouse, D2DA, 9K Media, Tay2 Products. I mean, so many sponsors are joining the listings now. This thing is growing. We are a Drift Esports League held here in Forza Horizon 5. Yeah, this is Season 3, Round 5 here at St. Louis. Oh, an 83.5. Excuse me, interrupting myself here. An 83.5. Very nice, right there in the 80 zone. Like I said, it's generally the 80 to low 80s point is the cutoff for the top 32, so hopefully we can see that score carrying Frankenstein in the top 32. Would love to see you out there, brother. Some great aggressive driving. A lot of people love to see that style. We got Mr. Oven on the table representing NV Drift Mafia, Mr. Manji. The co-host is with the mostest. I love working with this man on the Grassroots and Street Master series. Let's see what he's got here for us today. A little bit there. We made it through the chicane clean. Burning some tire. Dropping into OZ1 a little bit late, but definitely grabbing some. There's the transition. Oh, off into the wall. I followed him. I was with you, Oven. That's all right. He's going to get a second run at the course. We're going to whip this back. He'll get a second run at the course. During qualifications, the drivers do have access to a secondary run if they do place a did not finish or a DNF on the first. We're going to see it might be them up again. We'll see how many people are left in this heat. Looks like we still have Jan to run as well. Good to see you, Jan. Thanks for coming out, my brother. Yes, we're going to have Jan up. That's going to be a DNF on that first run. They'll get a second chance at it here in a moment. But it's Jan's turn up on the line to lay down a qualifier for the St. Louis Pro Am. Let's see, we got Jan in the jet black. I like it. I like it, Jan. Here we go. Hell yeah, I appreciate you pre-quali. Jan with the launch into OZ1, looking good. Leaving OZ1 a little bit early, but setting up, looks like very nicely for OZ2. I like it, I like it. Riding that outside edge. One of the tactics we've seen today into OZ3 very nicely. Eating OZ3 up, not going too deep. flicking hard into OZ4, maybe crossing that line just a bit for some tire drop, but really destroying an OZ4. A strong qualifying run from Jan today. Everybody, dude, no upsets today. Everybody is really laying down some incredible runs. The cutoff percentage for this, for the top 32, is going to be gnarly high. These guys are setting the bar so high, but that's what we expect. It's round 5. We're almost to the end of the season. We've only got one more round after this. Jan, I can't wait to see the score update in the bottom left. Private, I love you. Thank you for your cats. Let's go. Let's see what we have here today. Oh, man. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to apply some Tay2. Oh, an 81. No, we've got the score up quickly. 81.5. Very nice. 81.5. Going home with that score. Hopefully that's going to be enough to carry on into the top 32. Some great driving, some solid driving. I think potentially some tire drops might hold them back there. I think we're going to have an Oven up next for their second run. EDM or NV Drift Mafia. Oven, Manji, the man, the hostess with the mostest. He's hosting all the Street Masters events. I love him to death. He's my boy. He's my brother from another mother. Let's see what we got out here, man. Second run. Give it all she's got. All right, Oven is off the line. Some good tire slipping. There's initiation into OZ1. Fighting to keep that second tire in. Ooh, transitioning. Oh, no, with some fierce power getting launched out to the wall. But that's all right. Oven's going to push. That's my boy. Eating up OZ3. There's the transition into OZ4. It ain't over till Oven says it's over. I love it, bro. I love it. Going out in style, too. I appreciate you, bro. Little bit of change up there. It definitely might have thrown him off, but he finishes it out in style, pushes it out. I love you, bro. Thanks for coming out today, my man. And stick around too, Oven, with, like I said, not as many people signed up for St. Louis, being that it's a tough course. You still, even with the non-score there, you still might be asked or given a spot in round 6. So keep your eyes and ears peeled for that, my brother. Depending on how many people we do make today with a scoreable run, we're going to be looking to those guys with the DNFs first for our choices for the to fill those spots for the top 32. So if you have time, I know that's going to be crazy because you're going to be hosting with me next Saturday and then potentially competing Sunday. It's going to be wild. The same can be said for anyone who takes home the DNF today. You know, keep your eyes and ears peeled because we may need you to fill that bracket, and you're going to be the first we turn to. So keep your eyes and ears peeled. Waiting for an update. Wait, it might not. What am I talking about? It's got to be a DNF on that. We might be pulling out for. Let me check the judges' chat. We might be pulling out for our 4th and final heat. Let me check here. Not yet. Not yet. They might be scoring it. I mean, they might be scoring it. He made contact with the wall, but you could argue maybe he was still drifting. We've got Jan coming up to the line. I should not have lit this right now because I don't have time. I'm going to have to light that in between seeds. Oh, you good, you good. I know, you're good. Jan getting those tires warm, enjoying that moment while the judges are deliberating. Jan kind of has free roam of the course. I mean, enjoy it, get in there. I mean, get that run in. We are walking away with a score on that. We're going to walk away with a score of 69. So not even the DNF. I like to see it. Oven's still walking away with a score of 69. Yeah, quite a nice number if I do say so myself. Beautifully done. Obviously not. But hopefully, you know what I'm saying. Like I said, we might not have enough. And everything I said before stands true still, yes. I'm going to pop out. We're getting, wait. Had to do it. I had to do it. Thought we had. Do we have Jan to run still, or are we pulling a new convoy? I'll check judges chat. Summer of 69. I can serenade y'all. Y'all want to be serenaded? I'll serenade y'all. I do believe we're popping out for the next convoy. Shredded's popped. We'll be popping out. He's wrangling them for me. He's my sheep herder. It was the summer of 69. And I was crying in my beer, driving a 4x4 down 35. Last convoy opening now. All right, perfect. We're going to pop out and get our next convoy going, y'all. Let me pop over to our track showcase while we get this behind the scenes. Do not mind the man behind the curtain, y'all. Got to get some things rolling while we get this last convoy set up. This will be our last one, and then we're out of here. It says we're chilling till next Sunday. These drivers are going to get to practice it up for a week, get ready, sharpen up, and get ready for next Sunday. We got a little bit left for you. It's we're 2 hours and 14 minutes in. We're making great time. Should have you guys out of here by the 3-hour mark at the latest. Good to see you, Jordan. Thanks for being out here, buddy. Very, very good to see you. I appreciate the support. Love it, love it, love it. I'm grabbing my vitamin water, though. My fucking mouth is dry. I've been talking all damn day. All damn day, every day. Miss me with the chocolate milk. It is not the time for that. Here's our track showcase. As you guys can see, this is the A layout for 2022 St. Louis. It's our Round 5 Pro Am course that was selected for the season. We are deep into the season. We're going to go ahead and take a look at our seasonal championship. Since I'm on that note, we have AOM Gambit at the top of that with Hot Like Soup trailing by only 4 points. Tessie Tim at 265 in our third place spot. Tied right now for top qualifier with AOM Gambit, which is pretty interesting. Third place seasonal point ranking is tied with the first place seasonal point ranking in qualifying on the 5th round. So, I mean, it's anybody's game right now. Tessie Tim could really make a comeback. Hot Like Soup and AOM Gambit are probably going to continue to fight this out into round 6. We'll see what happens because we've got the whole top 32 next Sunday to see what goes down. Apologize if I'm quiet for a moment in between this. As I said, we're doing a little setup in the background. So, you know, just getting things to look pretty for y'all. We'll pop over to one of our beautiful promos provided by 9K Media. J-Drifts 9K. Check him out on Kick. Check him out on YouTube. Fantastic dude, a content creator, editor, all-around brand manager and supplier, streamer. Like I said, streamer as well. Worked on many projects with him. Does all my editing. Awesome dude to work with. Really understands the streamer's perspective and what you need. Oh, this is Play Pro's promo. Thank you very much. So I was incorrect. Shout out to the FDE staff. This one, I get them mixed up. 9K's done some of our promos. Play Pro, who's responsible for our beautiful transition. And this promo here, shout out to my boy. I love you. Doesn't invalidate anything I said before. Also, one great thing about J-Drifts is he's ugly as hell. So, you know, he's not a threat in the looks department by any means. You don't have to worry about that, so that's great. Well, you can be the best, but not the you're certainly not the prettiest. He say, you're right. He say, you're right. I'm just clouded on my boy now. This has gotten real casual for a Sunday. Not till 100K. I told you, Jay. I'm not touching it till I got 100K. That's the definite date. That is the definite date. 100K. On any account. Looks like we're building up our convoy for the 4th and final heat for qualifying of Round 5, St. Louis, Pro Am, Forza Drift events, FDE. You can join the Discord down below. You can check out all our sponsors down below. Please, 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 guys, make sure to hit the thumbs up button for me. I know it seems silly, but for the analytics, it helps a million. It really does. Make sure you're subbed if you can be. It helps a million for the exposure, for the account, for my career. I mean, I want to keep doing this. I want to keep bringing content for the community and for you guys like this, and I'm going to need help to get there. So I'm on my knees. I'm begging. So I can drive to Cleveland. Oh, that thing. I thought you meant, oh, okay. September, yeah. I need to buy my ticket. It's so expensive, man. Shit. That's something weighing heavily on me. I'm going to go see some family. Hopefully get to meet up with Jay Drifts in September around my birthday. But the flight time, my God. Hell yeah, let's log it. Jay Baby. Jay Baby. The cruisiest cruiser. Let me check judging chat. Looks like our qualifying heat might be a little bit smaller for round 4 or for heat 4. Oh, hell yeah, Chew. That looks, yes. Chew, yes. Yep. That's what you get from me. You get a, yep. That's 100%. Looks beautiful out there. Sorry about that, guys. We're making sure we got everybody, because it will be our last heat of the day. Want to make sure we got all late submissions, make sure we got everybody. I know this man, he's probably reaching out. We don't even have to do this, but this man loves you guys so much. He's probably reaching out in the DMs right now to homies like, hey, you good? Like, what's going on? Like, he's going above and beyond, probably reaching out, trying to find these guys. We got Quasi in. Fuck yeah. Good to see you out here. Quasi, one of our top 5, I want to say, in our seasonal championships. At least top 10, I can say for sure. I think he's top 5 as well. Good to see you out here, Quasi. It's been really awesome getting to know these drivers. I mean, round 1, I didn't know the majority of these guys. I didn't know their driving. We didn't have any data. And here we are at round 5. We've got data. I'm getting to know these guys personally on a one-to-one level, getting to chat with them in the, you know, the post-competition lobbies where we're sitting and chilling and kind of doing a little breakdown and cool down. I'm getting to see their driving styles, their habits, their nemesises, their friends, their teams. Like, it's been awesome getting to know so many people over this season, and I'm just really glad I'm a part of it. Thank you all so very much for having me. All my knees. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, baby boy. Shreddit made this really pretty keys to victory, so we need to make sure we show that off more. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. You think I'm patronizing, but I'm not. It's actually pretty. We got Quasi in, we got Born in. It looks like we just grabbed Metazoan Wharf. Good to see you again. I remember that name. Good to see you again. You are all good, Jay Drifts. Hey, let me get in on those, man. I'd fucking love to be in on those, man. Every single one, if you'll have me. I can film one quickly if it's today. Yeah, we got a good dynamic. We got a good dynamic. The podcast idea, I haven't really put that to bed either. I think there's still something there, potentially, eventually, maybe. I have a couple. Oh, okay. Next weekend? Sure. Next weekend's tight. We'll talk. Next weekend's 2 Drift Comps and Anime Expo, and I'm going to be filming a vlog at Anime Expo, y'all, which will be up probably the week after that, which 9K Media will be editing for me. But yeah, Anime Expo's next Monday, and then so it goes Saturday, Street Masters Grassroots Comp, Sunday is the FDE Pro Am Comp, and then Monday I'll be filming the Anime Expo vlog. I don't want to shelf noodles and beer. Hilarious. I see what you've done there. Hilarious. The name alone is just so gold. That's reason enough. Isn't that a good podcast name, you guys? Noodles and beer. I mean, who the hell knows what the topics are going to be about? But we could just do current events. I mean, setting up for our 4th heat today. I'm just airing my laundry out in front of everybody. I'm sliding around in the chase car. It's awesome. Okay, it looks like we're grabbing the last few drivers. The judges are reaching for everybody we can grab. If you are a driver, if you submitted, if your inspections are in and you haven't qualified yet, get your ass in the Discord now. This is your last chance to get in. You can definitely tell it's a Sunday. No, I understand. And that's something we may be addressing in the future seasons. We know Sundays can be tough sometimes. A lot of people are relaxing or recovering, church, what have you. The time frame, it's tough. Motorsports is a global sport. It's very hard to pick a time zone that meets everyone's criteria because we know people from all over the world, right, that drift. And if you're a part of this community, you know what I'm talking about. It's tough. It's tough, and we're trying to make that all happen for everybody. Ideally, we'll have multiple specs running with multiple time zones, split wheel and controller leagues, but this is all going to come in time. We need support. We need this all to work well, and we'll get there. We really will. With the support that you guys are already delivering, the effort that the team is all putting in on it, the whole staff, who I love dearly, we're going to get there. We're going to get there. We got Motorsport coming out in October. Things are looking good. We got our pro season coming up, which is going to be in collaboration with HIDS. Very, very excited for that. Those guys know that spec. They know competition. They know the pro. Like, it's in good ass hands. Far better than my own. I come from the grassroots Pro Am world. I'll crap myself at 80 miles an hour, bro. What are you talking about? We might be going in with just a few drivers into our fourth heat. We're reaching out right now. Yes, I want to go for a swim. Chewed, are you kidding me? Oh, I spelled it wrong still after trying to spell it right twice. Yes, I want to go for a swim. Yes, of course I do. Sorry about the long thing here. Let's take a look at our keys to victory. So this is like specifically what the judges are going to be looking for today. These are general overall course specific things the judges are keeping an eye on. Smooth and snappy transitions. Consistent angle on OZ1 because it's a very clean launch. You have a nice run up. You have a great launch. Last rider's loading in and then we're off. Thank you, Shredded, for the update. My man, our judge one, and data out input specialist and architect and painter and tuner. The man is he's a Venetian man. He does it all. He does it all. He's a little pocket knife. I love him. And it's dedication. Jesus Christ, the drive, and one human being. We could only hope to be a little bit more like him. And getting back to what I was saying, setting up the car, coming in like consistent zone on angle one, because in zone one, I mean, that's your launch. You've got a great launch, a smooth initiation point. There should be no trouble. Consistent angle on OZ1, leading us into setting the car up properly for OZ2. Keep an eye out for that D-cell zone. Be ready for the D-cell zone in the transition to set yourself up properly for OZ2 because that's crucial in setting yourself up properly for OZ3. This is drifting, baby. It all connects. Life is like a circle. And then respect those D-cell zones because they are going to be crucial for the transition if you're not paying attention, or the chase car. If you're the chase car and you're not paying attention to that lead car is about to hit that D-cell zone and tap those brakes and you're coming in too hot. You got to know they're there. Spatial awareness, course knowledge are things that you need in round 5 of things like this. You got to know what's going on when you're this deep in the game. And then, of course, fill zone OZ3 and OZ4. Finish it up nicely, deep with the angle, deep with the depth in the zone. Keep it on course. Don't drop those tires. And some smooth and sweet qualification runs coming up here in just a moment. We're going to be launching the qualifying party in just a second. I think we just grabbed our last driver. We have Airpix, Metazoan Wharf, Quasi, and Born Sideways laying down some qualifications in our final heat for round 5 here at St. Louis. This is the A layout, by the way, the 2022 A layout. Looks like we grabbed another driver. Saad is joining us. Good to have you, Saad. Idu Saad. Glad you made it home in time, homies. Inu San, thanks for popping into the live stream. Thanks for watching. Give me the watch hours, and I'm glad you made it home in time. Good to see you out there. Steel T representing Team Revolution at the club. As the clock strikes 12, my friend, showing up for the 4th heat. Very excited to see what Mr. Steel T has to offer for us today. That is my boy, a fellow Team Rev driver. Very, very excited. I know he just got off work and rushed home as well. Good to have both of you here with us. This is exciting stuff. This is exciting stuff. It's my boy. I can't help it. You know, I'm not a judge here today. It don't matter what I think. That's my boy, and I hope he goes far. I can't wait to see what Steel's got for us in the qualifying. Was driving with him yesterday. Been driving with him since the last 6 months consistently. Excited to see what he's got for us today. Wonder what he'll be in. Maybe the Beamer? We'll see. For sure, Mustache. I can help clarify anything after comp or whatnot. I'll be a little busy today because it's Sunday. I got to get ready for the work week. But I will be in the General Lounge chat after competition for about 20 minutes for a little cool-down session. If anybody has any general questions that they don't feel are like necessary for the feedback channel, which is really your main target for feedback. But for general specific questions, I will be in there for about 20 minutes alongside Shreddit and some of the other judges. But please pop in. Yeah, join the Discord, and then as soon as it ends, pop in. If it's a specific question that I can answer for you, I got you. Or DM it to me or whatever. I got you. The handbook, so the rule book, if you join the Discord, the rule book has the specs in it. All the specs are inside the rule book, and then the seasonal calendars are down under the specs in the Discord. So are the sign-ups and the inspection channel and everything for submission. We're getting ready to launch. We're getting ready to launch. We're getting set up. Excited to see 2 more drivers in the final heat. Oh man, the night sky in Forza. Hold on, you guys have to see this. Look at this. Not often do I praise their skybox, but this looks really nice. Like this is it's pleasing. Got the air balloons, got the sun setting. It's getting dark. It's all foggy. It's nice. It's nice. All right. Back over to our track showcase so you can see where we're racing today. It's our last heat of qualifications. Thank you for everything today, Private. Really appreciate you being a part of this and helping out, man. Amazing mod. You have been since you joined the squad. You've been a real homie since we met. As I was saying the other day, same thing. Looks like we're getting ready to launch here soon. And we're launching into our final convoy. Give me about 5 minutes and we'll be on the line with our final qualifiers, setting up for our top 32, which will be next Sunday. Remember, next Sunday, right here on this channel at the same time, starting about 2.5 hours ago. If you want to mark it, set that calendar. You know where to find us. Just getting everything set up. I appreciate everybody's patience. Like I said, this is our final heat, so this will be the end here. Give us about 15-20 minutes. We'll have all of our final qualifying scores. We'll be able to update the top 32 for next week. We've got a few guys in here to get their runs in and get those scores laid down, and we'll be swapping out. We'll be letting everybody enjoy their Sunday evening. I'm either going to be riding my bike or getting into some Destiny. We'll see what's up with some homies of mine. St. Louis Forza Drift Events, Season 3, Round 5, Pro Am Spec. This is Qualifications you're attending today. Next week on this channel, this day, this time, will be the competition, the top 32 bracket. Oh, the 2nd is your birthday. Well, happy early birthday. Just about a week away, Jan. The Street Masters Grassroots. I'll be streaming that on Saturday. Happy early birthday. If I don't get to tell you on your birthday, Jan, for real, hopefully you have a great one. It's your day. Enjoy it, my friend. Mr. Hobbit, how are you, beautiful? How are you? How were the games yesterday, my friend? We're going into our final heat of qualifying right now. I'll be honest, I'm very excited to see my teammate, Mr. Steel T, is out there representing Team Revolution. I think our only driver in round 5. Very excited to see what my man's got for the qualies today. Forza servers have been amazing. I'm really excited with them today. They were good, I won. That's the best. It's the best they can be. Games can be fun, games can be good, but if you win them, games can be great. I'm living well, my friend. I'm living well. He's in the Beamer, I can confirm. Steel T is in the Beamer. Love to see it. Powerful vehicle. I guess Jay Drifts was a little scared of the competition and didn't want to join us this week at round 5. Yeah, I'm calling you out, bro. Yeah, if you pull the right cards at the right time, you will win the game. But you got to play them. So you got to play them at the right time. But if you can do all those things, you've got it. All right, we're getting set up to launch here. Let me switch over to our main screen. Looks like we have Metazo and Worf on the line for our first qualifier in Heat 4. This is going to determine our bracket for next week, so this is awesome. I get to see Metazo and Worf put down that solo run. The course is yours, my friend. Let's send him off. Here we go, our first qualify. Oh, we might have to call it a little rerun there. That's all right. That's all right. I come in out of nowhere. The drivers really never know when to expect my honks, so no problem resetting you up, Metazo. And here we go. All right, we got a clean launch through the chicane. Ooh, big flick. Lots of speed and aggression into OZ1. Leaving just a little bit early, but looking great on the style side. Throwing it heavy into OZ2. Catching it there at the apex and peeling out. Burning all the way into OZ3. There's the transition into OZ4. Big e-brake slide, it looked like. All the way around. Full of style. Metazo and Worf throwing an aggressive qualification run, and it looks like it's going to go down as a score, so keep your eye in the bottom left to see that score live. But, oh, sorry, board. I think I might have just hit my boy. Does the driver? I'm excited to see what he got. That was just like, that was epic. That was a style-filled run. It was beautiful. Well done, Metazoan. Yeah, definitely. I like the e-brake dive in OZ4. That looked really clean. It set him up right in the outside. He got back on the gas because there is a decel right before it. Got back on the gas. Bam! Took off. 83.5. Respectable score. Laying it down in the 80s. Well done, Metazoan. A comfortable place to be in for the top 32 next week. We'll see if it carries you in. Born Sideways, my boy, in the Spec R. It's good to see you back out here, Born. Love it. My man's been at every single round, I do believe. FDE. Let's see what he's got for us here at St. Louis. We are off through the chicane, very nice and clean. Some professionals here, y'all. There's the initiation into OZ1, deep in the zone, very nice. There's D-Cell transitioning into OZ2, eating it all up, very nice, Born. Shooting across into OZ3, all over it. There's the D-Cell in transition. Oh, a little bit of a wall clip. He adjusts and he carries it out like a champion all the way through the end of OZ4. So a little messy there in OZ4 after that clip, but adjusts and keeps it flowing. That's adapting. Drifting is all about it. And he was able to. He drifted, he adapted, looked like he ripped the brake, got back on the gas and burned it out. It was nice. It looks like it's going to be a great, we'll see. I think it's going to be a gradable score. I'm not a judge here today. I am a commentator. I am a host. We'll see what the judges think. They are the professionals. Windy as fuck in St. Louis today. Bottom left-hand corner, right next to Bourne's name. We'll see that score updated in a moment when the judges have come to a conclusion. They're judging off line, style, and angle. Each one of them coming up with a score. That's being averaged out, and we're ending up with the score you'll see here in just a minute. Oh, 86. I saw it. 86 there for Bourne sideways in the mid-80s. A very comfortable place to be going into next week. That should be, I don't want to speak too soon, but that should be plenty enough to carry you into the top 32. We like to see it. Bourne sideways, an OG of the sport. We got Quasi up next. The same can be said about Quasi, an OG of the sport, out here ready to rip it up. Let's see what Quasi's got on the course for us today. Right, we are off the line and through the chicane, nice and clean. Picking up speed for initiation. There it is into OZ1, keeping it kind of shallow in the angle, but really pushing it out in the transition. Ooh, a slower transition, but staying on line and inside the zone, pushing out to outside zone 3, losing that angle, but managing to stay on line all the way throughout the course into OZ4. Again, in a very nicely through OZ4. No complaints there at all. Very nicely through OZ4. Definitely a gradable score. We'll see what we got. Struggling with the angle there. Potentially grip. Potentially power. It could just be the nerves, of course. Who knows? It's competition day. It's qualifications. It could be a litany of things. But it looks like it's a gradable score. It looks like was able to maintain angle and drift throughout the course. We'll see what the judges have for us in the bottom left-hand corner for Quasi. And this is one of our championship points leads. I think in the top 10. I know in the top 10, potentially in the top 5 for our champion. We can check in a moment. I just don't want to miss the quality score. New Balance dad shoes are required. Well, they give you 5 extra horsepower. If you have the New Balances on in the vet, you get the bonus horsepower. You get the speed buff. You know what I'm saying? 75.5. That is a scoreable run there for Quasi. Keeping it on, keeping it in. 75.5 right in there. We don't have too many qualifiers coming out to St. Louis, so there's definitely still a chance Quasi going to be ended up in that top 32 with that mid-70 score. We have Inu-san. Inu-san up on the line here today. We'll see what we got. Flames are spitting. Let's send them. All right, we are off and through the chicane. Oh, one cone tap, but we're going to go ahead and let it slide. This is a video game. Outside zone 1, deep and deep with the angle. Looking very nicely. Snappy transition into 2. Inu-san laying it down today in the RX-7. Ooh, kind of shallow in OZ3. Getting some of it, but shallow in angle. Snappy transition into OZ4 and grinding it out across the line. Definitely a scoreable run. Inu-san with some aggression. And the Mazda, I love it. I actually have the RX-7, FDE tattooed on my thigh. I like the car. I like the car, all right? Very well driven, my friend. Very well driven. Waiting for a score there for Inu-san in the bottom left. Just a couple more qualifiers to get through, and we're all done. We're all done with the qualifications, and we'll be seeing you guys again next Sunday here on this channel to see the FDE Top 32 battles. Won't just be solo runs. 1v1, lead to chase, the aggression, the style, the angle, the drive. It all boils down to next Sunday. Waiting for a score. Bottom left-hand corner of your screen next to Inu-san's name. We'll see that pop up here in just a moment. Air Picks will be up on the line next. We can see them getting prepped. Thank you for getting prepped up there, Air Picks. We appreciate you. If you guys are watching today from YouTube, make sure to hit that thumbs up button for me. Hit that sub button for me. Absolutely. I love the FD, man. I love the FD. We'll see what we got for it. What do we got for him? I gotta make sure I keep moving the car so we don't get kicked out. They don't like that. The bouncers will bounce us. The Forza bouncers. Sorry about the silence. I'm on edge here. We're in our last few qualifiers. These scores are really going to determine what that top 32 bracket looks like next week. Coming up. The judge is deliberating on that a little bit. Big shout out to the guys at Powerhouse providing us with this amazing camera angle, drone-like angle. I mean, honestly, some might argue more stable than the drone in the argument that you can control it with a weighted car. I am a fan of that argument. Thank you to Powerhouse for providing us with this angle and this opportunity. This is amazing. It's stepped FDE up to the next level. It's given us an edge, and I love it. It's fantastic. It looks great for the drivers. It looks great for the viewers. It's amazing overall. Big shout out to the Powerhouse fam and their community. We'll get them linked up too. I need to get them linked up in the Discord. They're not yet, admittedly. I forgot to do that, but we will get them linked up there. They are linked up other places. We'll see their logo here when we switch over to seasonal rankings. Waiting for a score for Inu-san still. They're deliberating, man. They're talking 78.5. Okay. Almost breaking that 80-point, high 70s. I mean, with how many people we've had out qualifying today, Inu-san, I think you're definitely in there. We'll see what we got. With how many people we've had out here today, I can't remember truly. Count them up, guys. Have we had more than 32? Probably right around that. Aeropix is up on the line next. Aeropix laying down that qualification. It's good to see you back out here again. Aeropix, thank you for joining us for FDE RX-7. Love. That's right, Shredded. That's right. Here we go, brother. Good luck, Air. We are off the line through the chicane. There's a big whip sliding into OZ1, keeping the angle low, but definitely keeping a tire in the zone. There's the transition into OZ2, getting deep, entering a little late, but getting deep into OZ2, burning it out all the way through OZ3, leaving right there at the edge of it, little low angle. Ooh, maybe a wall connection there. Aeropic's going to take that second run today. This is qualifying. They do have a second run available to them. That's going to be judged as a did not finish or a DNF, you'll see in the bottom left. And that means Aeropix is going to get a second chance at that run here in just a moment. This is our final heat, so they will be back up on the line in just a moment after everyone else gets their first shot. Of course, Inu-san. Thanks for popping in. You're fucking amazing. You're beautiful. Thank you for being here. Dude, St. Louis is fun, Trash Panda, but it's a tough one. It's technical. Oh, my boy, my blood, my brother. Steel T representing TMRV today. Team Revolution in that beautiful Beamer. Let's see what my man's got out here in qualifications today. That's my brother. That's my teammate. Let's see. All right, he is off the line. We are through the chicane. Here we through the initiation cones into OZ1, very deep. Big angle in the transition, switching over to OZ2 with a snappy transition, eating the zone up, grinding all the way out to OZ3. Keeping it on course, potentially with a tire drop, I don't know. And then a flick into OZ4. Oh my God. Making me so proud. What a run, Steel T. Can't wait to see what we got on the score back for that, making the whole team proud, representing for Team Rev out here today. And that's what these drivers are doing. They're representing their team. They may be rogue, they may be solo drivers representing themselves, but it's all for glory, guys. There's no money to be had out here. These men are just doing it to do it. I mean, it's for glory, it's for skill, and it looked great. Thank you for doing that, man. It looked amazing. Can't wait to see the score on that. Bringing it home for Team Rev. Proud Papa. You have no idea, Inked. Like, straight up. Like, straight up. It is a proud Papa moment. I'm not even kidding. I'm not even kidding. We'll have Error Picks up right after this for their second run. Honestly, it's my boy. It's my boy. I'm Daniel Day-Lewis. It's my boy. Good to see you, sis. Thanks for coming out. I really appreciate it. We're right here toward the end of the stream. We're waiting on our final qualifiers. 87. Very respectable score going home with Mr. Steel T today. More than likely going to be able to carry him into the top 32 next week. I can't wait for it. Thanks for making it. He rushed home from work to make it today. All right, we have Error Picks up today on the line for their second run. I believe our final qualifier of the top 32. Savor the flavor, because next week is the battles. Next week it's all on. Guys get to rest for a week and get prepped. Error Picks, let's see what you got. It's your second run. We need you to lay down a score. I love you. See what we got, bub. We are off the line. Here we go. Through the chicane, nice and smooth. Here is the flick, transition into OZ1. Getting that tire in, that one tire in all the way. Transitioning into OZ2, looking much better on this second run. Getting a lot more of OZ2. Pushing all the way out to 3. We hear that engine roaring. Coming out of 3 a little early, but grabbing it. Big shoot into OZ4 with the hook. I hate to see it, Error Picks. My apologies, brother. My deepest condolences. But I appreciate you laying down the run. You were looking good. It was looking scoreable up until that moment. But do keep in mind, Error Picks, we might not have had that many drivers signed up for this round. So stay tuned. You may still have a spot in that top 32 if we need to reach out to drivers. It'll all depend on, you know, how well those runs looked and whatnot. I'll talk with Shredder and the staff about it. The horn go beep. The horn go beep. But it is going to be ruled as it did not finish on the second run. So what that means basically is not putting down a score, but we may need to reach into those DNFs if we need drivers for next week. Other than that, let me switch up here to our seasonal rankings. Let's take a look at what it's looking like. I'm going to go ahead. I think that is the end of it. Let me check my judges chat. We'll be doing our sign-offs here, and everybody can get some rest, get some food, get prepped for next week, next Sunday, which will be here on this channel right here. That's not what I want to see. I want to see this. Feel free to pop on in here, judges. Shred it if we are at the end of the list. Do we have Metazo and Wharf back up on the line? Let me switch back over to my main scene. I may be mistaken. I may have forgotten. It's been a long day. We may have Metazo and Wharf back up on the line. Not exactly sure. Steel T, I see you. I see you. Beautiful. I'm getting good at driving this thing. Air picks. Very nice, my friend. There it is. Burn it out.
There you go, a little redemption.
Yeah, the redemption run. Getting mad deep with it. Very nice.
There we go, man. You had to get the redemption down there.
Had to get that in the footage. Had to get it in the live stream. I appreciate it.
Yeah, little deep on the outer four, sorry, but yeah, good run though.
We didn't see nothing.
Wish he did that on the actual quali round though.
Of course, yeah. I mean it's a lot of pressure when it comes down to it.
That's exactly what I said to him. I'm like, I'm glad to see you. I love to see you throw it down. Let's see you next time. Yep.
Absolutely. Guys, I'm introducing, you have Shred It here with us, and that is Choot you're hearing, another Forza Drift content creator. They were our judges today. Shred It, of course, doing our data input as well, keeping us live updated with scores and getting the lobbies together, wrangling everybody. Thank you, guys.
Yep.
Thank you. I'm jealous of
Thank
Choot's
you.
chill session today. It looks
Hey, man.
beautiful.
Gotta give it up to the boys, though.
The driving, gentlemen, the driving we saw today at St. Louis, particularly. The runs. Am I wrong in saying that everybody looked great today? Everybody looked amazing.
I have to say, the majority of the drivers all did poppin' news. That's for sure.
I think the average is in the mid 80s today. I think we had closer to 40 drivers, so yeah, definitely.
Okay,
yeah,
so we did make that top 32 mark.
Yeah,
okay.
Yep, definitely.
Okay.
So yeah, not as popular as a track. I think people, I don't know, maybe they stressed too much about this track, the difficulty of it, but I don't know. A lot of drivers who came today seem to do really well on it.
But that's how it goes. I mean, no matter what, I know how you're feeling, and we want everybody to go through. We want everybody to get their chance, but that's why we have the whole season. That's why we have the rounds. You know, it might not have been this one, but we got round 6 coming up right after. So there's still a chance to get out there, lay down some championship points, or even just jump in on your first one. We had a few new homies jump in. So there's still round 6, and we got pro coming up. So come out and wow us in round 6, and maybe you get floated a license. Who knows? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But,
so, what I would like to mention is that you got the Outer Zone 1. People were getting that pretty well. And then you gotta correct yourself for the Outer Zone 2. And then on the way out, you're getting that Outer Zone 3. That Outer Zone 3 there is so hard. In particular, you have to get angle, and at the same time, it's one of those zones where you almost can't get that much angle.
It's a delicate balance between you grip and slip there. Like you need the angle, you need the speed.
But you get the speed. Yeah. Yes, 100%.
Yeah, well, a big issue I personally noticed is that a lot of drivers, when they leave the starting chicane, they didn't get enough speed for the first outer zone, and that really showed. It shows in the way that how much you get angle and the momentum for the outer zone, because you do need that momentum for that. If you want to get angle, if you want to do it properly, you need to have like 60 miles on the dash and go for it. But yeah, I saw a lot of drivers being at around 45 mark, and you can really tell they can't make the whole zone. They're leaving early.
With that lower speed, because it's a long
and you don't want to be straight. You don't want to be straight at the same time.
You don't want to sacrifice.
You need to gain that speed at the same time, right? So yeah, it's one of those zones that's very tricky. That's why this track is tricky, is probably because of that zone. Like, honestly.
Yeah, and also the third outer as well.
It's all over the place.
That's what I'm saying. Third outer is probably that zone.
Yeah,
but I was really surprised. I don't want to say surprised, but I was happily surprised by the way the drivers handled it today. Everybody looked great. Everybody was on it for the D-cells. I even said a week ago, I hope we don't see a bunch of contact on that wall. We really didn't. Everybody was on it with their D-cells, with their transitions. Nobody was throwing it. I mean, we saw a couple guys go a little too wide, a little too deep, but still a lot of them laid down, scored runs on those runs.
Yeah.
So.
Definitely more contact will be seen in the battles. I know that for a fact, because nobody, obviously drivers will know who they go against, but most of the drivers possibly haven't driven with their upcoming opponents, so they don't really know how they're going to do the track.
Watching those brake lights,
you never know if they're fast, if they're slow, so you have to react, and that's why the details
100%. We're all going to find out next.
Yeah, exactly. People need to respect those zones, and not to go too hard, but also keep the aggressiveness up.
Yeah, keep that in mind, drivers. Like, I know it's going to upset some guys, but there are 2 D-cell zones on that course, and if you go hauling balls into that lead driver, that's on you. That's on you as the chase driver. You need to watch those brake lights and give that driver space. You know those D-cell zones are there.
Just before Outer Zone 2, little D-cell, and it's all acceleration from there to third.
Yeah, and then another D-cell.
Right there before
That's just before fourth,
Yeah.
Keep an eye on that wall. Well, thank you all the drivers. Thank you all the fans. Thank you staff, Choot, Shred It, everybody. I think it was Jamdall in here this morning for pre-qualies, right?
Yes,
Thank
we
you,
did
Jim.
get
We
6
love you.
drivers just to have a pre-quali because otherwise they would have been missing this one. And I
course.
know it's important for those drivers who are really passionate about getting those championship points, so they don't even want to miss any rounds.
Thank you,
100%,
Steel. Thank
yeah.
you, Inu-san, for racing home. I know both of you guys were racing home from work to make it. Thank you. Of course, we'll wait on the
Yeah.
drivers. It's all about the community at the end of the day.
That's right. That's right.
It really is.
All right, that's
But
going
yeah,
to be
big
it from
thank you
us.
for all the watchers, viewers, and all the drivers. Much love.
We're FDE, Forza Drift Events. This was round 5 qualification at St. Louis, the A layout from 2022. We'll see you next Sunday right here on this channel, starting about 3 hours ago. Mark it in your calendar, the top 32 battles, and then we'll be finishing up with round 6 right after that. Thank you all so very much. I'm Causnova. We're Forza Drift Events. We'll see you next week.